you doing?
I'm chilling. We in the trap house.
I see that. I see that. Listen, man, I'm glad I get you on, man. It's been a minute.
For sure.
You know, I was on your channel and I seen that people wanted me to go on yours, and I said, yo, I gotta get Greg on mine. I haven't had him on. I had you with some clips, but I haven't had you on my live yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's poppin'?
So I needed you to bless the platform. So it's a pleasure, man. I appreciate you here.
My
Um,
guy, what's up?
let's get it popping, man. What you think about this Conor Benn situation with Tank Davis and his performance with Pete Dobson?
I mean, what you mean? Like far as the performance first?
Yeah, of course. And then
I
leading up
mean,
to a Tank Davis Twitter war, going into
the
negotiations.
the performance was like I give him like a B minus. He was trying too hard early on. Pete Dobson knew that. Pete Dobson, weathered the storm and he started to land in the fourth round. You know what I mean? Slowed the guy down a little bit. But I think Conor Benn just bit off more than he could chew. It's a lot he don't understand about boxing. It's a lot he don't understand about breaking the guy down. So if he was to go in there and fuck with the Tank Davis would knock him out.
Mm, knockout.
Yeah, he'll knock him out. He not smart enough, he not sharp enough to beat a Tank Davis right now.
So you see what Tank sees as far as entertaining a fight like that at 147 pounds?
Yeah, Tank see where he off the juice. He ain't that same guy. You know what I'm saying? The intensity is not the same. It's there, but it's not the same. And then, like I said, the education ain't there. So Tank know at some point he could break him up. And he ain't look too big. He looked like the smaller guy against Pete. Even though they weighed in at 150, he looked a lot smaller.
Well, Pete's not necessarily a big welterweight either, you know?
Yeah, but he looked a lot smaller though. That's what I'm saying.
Correct, correct. Yeah, I believe you 100 with the juice situation. I mean, it's like the factor, right? When Manny Pacquiao was knocking all these guys out and then Floyd hits him with that, yo, listen, we're going to go through these rules.
Yup, it's the same shit.
So, you think this is real? You think Tank is trolling? You think Tank is really about this? Because Kenny think he's trolling. What you think?
No, Tank for real. Tank a fighting because Tank been paying attention to the game, and what he doing is he learning how to. He not learning, but he found out how to keep the money rolling. Now we want him to fight Dev or Shakur, but we will also entertain a fight with Conor Benn because he'll be going up in weight, and you know what I mean. It'll be a good situation for him, and Tank see that he could get to him, so you know what I mean. He definitely will take the fight.
Um, as far as uh Conor Benn is concerned, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously Bill Haney went over there to, scout him out, just like he did with the Regis Prograis. You think even the Devin Haney style would just how would that fight play out in your eyes?
Devin Haney too fast for him, too smart. He wouldn't be able to do nothing with Devin Haney or Tank Davis. So I think what it is, you know what I mean, guys they see an open market to make some money with a guy like Conor Benn because Conor Benn, again, the education not there. He's strong, but the education not there.
Yeah, you definitely nailed it. It's funny, huh? Uh you out here talking about boots, but we got the smaller guys coming up calling you out now.
Yeah. Cause they
Crazy.
see it. Because they see it. They see that he not a tough fight as far as mental. You know what I mean? He might be tough physically early on because he's a little strong, but it don't last all night. One more.
Mm. So that was like a little 4 minute teaser, guys. I want to introduce my guy correctly. Normally, I don't know. I say coach and fighter because you still in the ring.
Yeah.
Coach and fighter out of Philadelphia, Greg Hackett. I met him a year ago on 2 years ago actually on Instagram,
Yeah.
and now we here on the YouTube platform. We got 52 people on here, 7 likes. Make it make sense, guys. We're gonna give you guys a classic one right here.
Yeah.
And you get the exclusive while he's in the gym putting in that work, yelling at his his guys if they ain't doing it the right way.
Yeah.
So let's get into fight week. Jermaine Ortiz, Teofimo Lopez. What you think about the matchup? It's in
I mean,
Vegas.
it's one of the best unspoken matchups in boxing. We didn't see the fight coming. Jamaine Ortiz was hoping that he got the Shakur fight, and Tio, I could see him just being in there with anybody because he on that level. But when you think about it, Jamaine Ortiz, he on that level too. So it's a great fight, great matchup. I think they both hungry. They both been showing that they really want to go out there and do their thing. I don't think Tio is 100% focused on Jamaine, but I think Jamaine is 100% focused on Tio for sure.
Mm. Um, Talk to me. They call it what, the Heisman? No, it's not the Heisman night. It's the Showman night, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's how they're promoting it. Is it a 50-50 in your eyes?
It is a 50-50 because both guys have shown us like they are possible of falling short. You know what I mean? If they thrown off mentally. But both guys can step up to the plate when they at their best. And Jermaine Ortiz know this is an opportunity for him to call himself one of the best to call himself one of the best in the business. So it's not gonna be an easy fight for either guy. It's gonna be a great fight.
I know you had Bill Haney on your show. I had just recently had him on mine. He's helping Jermaine Ortiz little times while Jermaine's in Vegas.
Yeah.
Um, obviously they're both Muslim brothers. Um, do you think that's a nice game plan as far as a coach is concerned, to kind of like go into a camp knowing that they're in the same division, and maybe, if you get the job done, I look like I'm gonna go see you.
Yeah, it's one of the best. It's one of the best fill outs you can get because you're getting to study two animals at one time, and you're getting to study a guy that could possibly be an opponent at the same time helping them out, beating a guy you might end up fighting. So what I mean, it was a smart move on Bill Haney. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it could be a smart move for Jermaine Ortiz too, because he get to learn. But you know what I mean? For me, I wouldn't have let him. I wouldn't have let him in camp. No.
Mm. So tell me, who you got winning that fight? You got a prediction?
I mean, Teofimo uh, is the favorite. He's more explosive. Um, he more unpredictable. He do shit sometimes. You be like, why he do that? But then next thing you know, you got a knockout on your hands. Jermaine Ortiz is he by the book. Even though he turns southpaw sometimes, you know what I mean. But everything he do is by the book. You know what I mean. Pretty good defense, but we just never seen him up against a guy like this. The reason I'm saying that is because you got a guy with speed and power. You know what I mean, we seen him up against Lomachenko, who's a great test mentally, but he not the chances of him just knocking you out with one shot, nah. But Teofimo is the type of guy that can knock you out with one shot. So that's why it's a great fight. At the same time, Jermaine Ortiz is not a pushover at all. You can't overlook him. I don't care how you feel about him, what you think about him. You can't overlook him because he know how to step up, and that's what's making this a great fight. It's just a great fight for boxing all the way around.
Right, right, right. Potential fight of the year candidate. Outspoke. Is that too early to speak? Obviously, it's the beginning of the year.
I mean, you just never know. It's been times where it was two matchups between two guys we didn't know, and we didn't think they would be the fight of the year. It's happened in history. So these are two guys that we do know. You know what I mean? And it is a great matchup. It could happen. It could definitely happen in the ring.
So, in your eyes, with that matchup, you give Teofimo the edge just off of what?
I give him a slight edge just off of his pedigree. You know what I mean? He know what it like to be. He know what it's like to be champion. He know what it's like to lose. He champion now. You know what I'm saying?
And those
So
championship rounds.
yeah, so he know what he got to do. Jermaine, he fell short first time he got a chance. We circling y'all. He fell short. He fell short. When he got his shot to be a champion, but he didn't fall short where he got stopped or something like that. He just didn't win on the cards. So he also know what it's like, but he don't know what it's like to win. So he's more hungry. I feel like to win the fight. I think Teofimo was more focused on looking good.
Mm. Mm. Talk about the style matchups. I mean, obviously, like keys to victory for both fighters.
I mean, keys to victory for me for Teofimo is to work off his jab. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too greedy too early. Try to slow Jermaine Ortiz up to the body, and go for the bigger shots later on. I would say after the fifth round, start throwing the bigger shots. Don't try to go in there and knock him out too early because I think he prepared for that. But at the same time, if I was Jermaine Ortiz, apply the pressure early behind a good jab. stay behind the straight shots. Don't try to look for too many hooks and big body shots too early. Same thing. Try to slow him down and try to see if you can get the knockout because you ain't gonna win on the cards.
Mm,
You know what I
mm.
mean?
Yep. Yep. He'll be going the second time around, comes short just because of that alone.
Right,
But he got to do a little bit more. You're saying.
right. Got to. Whenever you coming in B side, you got to do more.
Who you got the edge off of, like the foot speed and hand speed in this fight? Because I think the
I think,
power got to go with Tio, right?
yeah, I think the power will go with Tio, even though he was knocking out smaller guys. Um, I mean, at a lighter weight class. I think the
But we
foot
haven't
speed.
seen Jermaine at this weight right here at 140 yet either.
Yeah, but we can also be fair and say he was a big 135. You know what I mean?
Facts.
He was big for that weight class. But I think it's pretty much even. I think T.O. got him on the foot speed, but I think the hand speed could possibly the same. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? But it's a good matchup, real good matchup.
mm. I like it. I like it. Um, winner and loser of this fight, where do they go? Obviously, Tio, he holds the WBA title. No, the WBO title. Sorry. So I mean, and then Jermaine comes off of a second loss, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine's the new guy in town. Like, what do these guys go from here? You think?
I mean, whoever wins really hit the lottery. I mean, I'm saying that because they put pressure on the 140-pound division. The
Mm,
problem is, it's a couple lotteries you don't want. I don't think they want that Subriel Matias lottery, and
talk.
then you got the Devin Haney lottery. So, and what's the name? He already matched up with
The
Pitbull Cruz.
Matias, when you say lottery, it doesn't really sound like a lottery.
Yeah, it don't sound like a lottery. It's the hardest lottery to hit right now at 140 pounds.
Oh man, you funny. So let's because we're gonna talk about obviously Subir, because they were talking about him fighting in Puerto Rico with Liam Paró. Liam Paró came off of a knockout victory against Love, Montana Love, but obviously you can gauge where Love was at that moment of time in his career, coming off of a other knockout. All right, he got knocked out by Stevie Sparks after that too, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, what do you think about that situation with Subriel, and do you think that guys are avoiding him, or do you feel like they need to kind of step up his resume, get him more notable in the America?
The problem is nobody want to fight for real, for real. They don't want to get caught up in a real fight. It's a few guys who willing to fight, but the guys that should be fighting them, they don't want to fight him. That's just what it is. And the reason they don't want to fight him because they know he coming for blood. You know what I mean? He coming to hurt you and really get you the fuck out of there. And nobody want to be on the end of that shit. That's the truth.
Who do you think is avoiding him?
The whole 140-pound division.
Mm.
Most of them. I ain't gonna say the whole. I ain't gonna say everybody. Come on out. I ain't gonna say everybody, but most of them.
Who do you know? Who do you know is not that's ducking him? That's not ducking him.
I think Gary Antoine Russell want that fight.
You think he wants it?
Yeah, I think he really want that fight.
Mm.
One
I
two.
try to hype it up. I try to hype that fight up. I don't
That
know.
fight gonna happen.
Yeah, seems like it's gonna happen. The whole
One
Russell
two.
team's been looking at Matías a lot.
Yup. You said
What
who?
the Russell family's been looking at Matías lately.
Yeah, that's a great fight.
So that news of Subriel Matias possibly fighting in Puerto Rico against Liam Paro. What do you think about that? I know it's a rumor. I have been talking to Subriel's manager, so they're still
What?
trying to iron the details. So it's not even guaranteed like that.
What about that fight? If they fight,
Yeah, Liam Paro going to Puerto Rico to fight Subriel.
I mean that'd be a good fight. I don't think he could beat Subriel Matias, but I think it's a great fight. I mean we know he earned the opportunity. He definitely earned the opportunity. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I hope he get another fight. I think he just need to stay busy.
What do you think about as far as that being held in Puerto Rico? You think it's a good move?
I think it's big for Puerto Rico. It's been a long time. Puerto Rico had a guy that they really could really 100% believe in. You know what I mean? And I think Subriel Matias is that guy. And I think it'll be a great event in Puerto Rico.
Mm.
Who
Um,
don't want to go to Puerto Rico?
right, absolutely. Um, Speaking of that, like obviously, speaking of Puerto Rico, we got to talk obviously about
Put
Xander Zayas,
yeah,
Edgar Berlanga. I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably don't know the other Puerto Rican champions like Oscar Colazo or Bomba Gonzalez, but at least some of the guys that are coming up, you can see that they're building, like Edgar and Xander. What do you think about those two guys and where they're headed in their career, where they're kind of lying in the division?
I think Xander Zayas is a pretty good fighter. The problem is like you don't really see where his career could go because the guys he's fighting we don't know of. You know what I mean? But he's a big kid, good looking kid, and he can fight. But we don't know really how much he got because we ain't really seen him tested. Berlanga, on the other hand, I think Berlanga could do a great job, but he's pressed about the power, and they built his career off of him being a knockout artist, and he haven't been knocking nobody out. So it's tough to really, get behind him. You know what I mean? But Subriel Matias is giving me the same feeling that Tito Trinidad gave me, that Miguel Cotto gave me. You know what I'm saying? That he gonna go in there and give it all he got. So that's why I like Subriel to be
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah. Do you think that he'll be that guy with that style? Do you think that he'll be that guy, or do you think he'll be on the other side of the cards and you know probably have a great career, maybe with like 6, 7 losses, but still embrace the Puerto Ricans? You think?
I mean,
Or just the fans, period, because he got a cult, following.
what people don't understand is right. Not everybody is talented when it comes to skills or talented when it comes to their reflexes and shit like that. He has some of that, but the thing is, what makes him talented is he don't give a fuck about what you're doing. He don't care, and the fact that he don't care, we know it's gonna be action. So while I will always buy a ticket or get a pay per view involving Subriel Matias is because I know he gonna go in there and try to rip you the fuck apart. And if he don't, you gonna have to rip him apart to keep him off you. So either way, we in for a great fight.
What do you think about, as far as these guys just saying, hey, I want to take fights at, 47, and there's just so much work that could be done in their own division? We've been seeing a lot of that. And obviously, it's for legacy, right? Obviously, who doesn't want to be a 3, 4, 5 division
Laps.
champion? But do people care nowadays how you get it?
Say it again. The last part.
This is gonna be a fire question for you. This is gonna be a fire question, right? Um, Obviously, people want to become multi division champions, three, four,
Yeah.
5 division champions, right? But do people really care how they get it?
You talking about the fighters or the
The fighters, exactly, the fighters, because obviously, ultimately, the fans really dictate at the end of your career. Yo, yeah, but you fought so and so when he had a hurt leg and this and that, and he was like 40. Do you feel like people care? Do you feel like the boxers care nowadays? I think because that's important. If the boxers care, then they care about the fans, right?
yeah. But here's the thing. Ever since Mayweather, the biggest thing is to get to the money, get to the money, get to the money. You know what I mean? You can't get hurt with this shit because who's gonna take care of you after the game is over? Which is true. It's absolutely true. The problem is guys are avoiding each other because of that. So because of that, we got guys willing to jump up and wait and fight a guy because they know their skills are more superior to. We look at it like, damn, well, he is going up in weight. That's a great fight, but he's already beaten because the guy know he can't beat me. I mean, there's nothing he can do to beat me unless he catch me with a lucky shot or a great shot. I don't like to say lucky shot, but he catch me with a great shot and put me out. Now, all this A side, B side shit, what they do with that is they put all these stipulations on guys. You know what I mean? Tell them they can't gain no more than 10 pounds after the weigh in, and they got to weigh in again the morning of the fight, and all this. It's so much shit. So it's kind of watering the game down because you don't have guys fighting the best in their division. They just looking for good fights where they can make money and run off into the sunset. Nothing wrong with that, but can you really call yourself the best if you ain't fight the best in your weight class?
Mm, exactly, exactly. To you, what does it mean? Like, does it matter for you when you call somebody a great like that? Because I mean, you have different. I noticed with your perspective, with who's your favorites. Like, I've seen you. You have different reasons why this guy's your favorite. Different reasons why. Like, I remember you saying that Gabe Rosado was one of your favorite fighters. I mean, you could explain
Yeah,
that here as well. But ultimately, what you just said, does it matter to you?
it matters to me because if it was me, I wouldn't feel like a man completely unless I got the job done. How can I say I'm the best in the world if I haven't been up another guy who I mean if I haven't been up against another guy who they say is the best in the world? You know what I mean? That will fuck with me at night. You know what I mean? Before I go to bed, I'll be like, hold up, this motherfucker think he could beat me? Like, no, we gonna make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Any type of way we can make it happen. Now what they doing is what's being pushed is, you know what, kid, you gotta be a star, you gotta be rich, you gotta make money, you gotta do this and that. You know, you don't want to be brain dead after this. Listen, guys being brain dead, that don't happen to everybody. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys been doing drugs and shit like that in their career, and some of them have been hit to the point where, you know what I mean, they ain't right anymore. But listen, that's the risk we take, and that's the risk we've been taking since the beginning of the game. Since we first walked in the gym, at any given point, you could have been hit hard enough where the shit is over. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like I don't want to do that. Fuck that. It's another way I can make some money. I can make a lot of money fighting a guy from another country whose skill set is not the same as mine, and the only risk I'm taking is going up in weight. When really I walk around bigger than that anyway. So is it really going up in weight? You know what I'm saying? When you walk around 175 pounds, 170 pounds, 165, and you fight at 35 and 40, you know what I mean? Let's be real. So I mean, it is what it is. The game is what it is, and we got to change with it. But if that's what they call legacy, then I got to accept it. But me, I ain't leaving until I clean the room. I'm gonna clean the room, then I'm leaving.
So who you think is doing it like that right now?
I think all of them, most of them. You know what I
Okay.
mean? All the guys at 135, 140, 147. You know what I mean? 154 is guys doing it all over. And I get it. And I get it because like a Jamel Charlo going to fight Canelo Alvarez. That's the most money you're gonna make right now. But then again, what about just being the man? You know what I'm saying? You know it's a great chance of you losing to Canelo. That's why he fought the way he fought. But then guess what? You lose stock because you went in there and you look like shit. Not only did you look like shit, you look like you was scared to death. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like when we see Jamel Charlo, it's like, I don't believe him. But
Hmm.
if he would have stayed in this place, it was just like this. Like when he lost to uh Tony Harrison, right? We was like, oh shit. But then guess what he did that was so great? In the rematch, he stopped him. But that's because you fighting the man you supposed to fight. This is what
And
it's supposed to be
Castano
like.
too. Castano too.
Yeah. And Castano gave him a hard time, and then he stopped him. And this is what it's supposed to be like in the game. You're supposed to have rivals and shit like that. But all this jumping around, I ain't a big fan of it. But I understand it because everybody trying to make a dollar. But don't let the dollars control you.
You know, I keep it real just like that, and with anybody, even with like with Bill, and I say like in boxing, it's choreographed like that. You know what I'm saying? And you can like it, you like it or not. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's been doing it for. It's been doing it forever.
Yeah,
Obviously, you know. Obviously, back in the days, really the best were fighting the best 4 times. They didn't care right in a row.
right,
No, nothing in between either. Nothing in between.
right.
So, I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, I mean, Bill took a clip of mine and said, "Hey, it was choreographed and this and that." But I said, "Yeah, your son too." But he clipped that piece off, and he just said it was just for the tank team, so he can get Kenny and Calvin all rattled up. But yeah, but now I had like the tank team, the Haney team coming at me and stuff like that. But it's all good. Media be going crazy. And I like what you do, and obviously, watching you do what you do, it just always motivated me to want to go out and do more. I don't know if I ever told you that, but since I met you, like that's the type of thing I got the feeling when I noticed that you was a fighter, and then I was a fighter, and then I was like, wow, he continues to, boxing is all you know. You know what I'm saying? You could tell, right? Is that true? Is that, or you know more things than just boxing?
It's what I love to do. I could have been anything I wanted to be. I could have been a fucking astronaut, but I love boxing. It's the only thing in the world that makes sense to me. The reason I say that is because the average person, when they at work and somebody getting on their nerves, they want to punch them in the mouth, but they can't. You know what I mean? The average person, when they out on the street and somebody giving them a hard time, they want to punch them in the mouth, but they can't. Me, I could walk in the gym any given day and ask for some sparring, and I can get all the sparring I'm looking for. And I can punch a motherfucker in their mouth. I can knock them out. And guess what? No, nobody's going to jail. You know what I mean? So to me, it's the only thing that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And I've been fighting all my life. I'm from Philly. I've been fighting all my life, and it was the only thing that made sense. Whenever you wanted respect, whenever you wanted guys to understand where you was coming from, you had to put your hands on them, and that's just what it is with me. So I chose boxing because it's nothing better than that. It's nothing. It's nothing like beating somebody's ass and then we laughing about it afterwards. It's nothing. It's nothing better than that. You know what I
Facts,
mean?
facts.
Really.
No, absolutely, man. I completely agree. I've obviously found different avenues after that was like, hey, because a lot of people don't understand. Some of these guys in boxing, there's no left or right. That's all
Yeah.
they got. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you got to respect that as well.
And it's
Um,
not it's not that it's all you got. It's just what you put the most time into. You know what I'm saying? We got guys out here who mechanics, and it's like, yo, you've been a mechanic at this shop since you was 18 years old. Like, damn, you never wanted to do anything else. It's like it's not that he can't. It's just that this is what I do. This is
this
what
is
I
what
do.
I
Some
know.
some men was born to be in the war, and some men was born to report about it. You know what I'm saying? We just happen to be two guys who know what it's like to be in the war. You get what I'm saying? But some of us can't leave. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Some of us can't leave if we wanted to. Things don't make sense. When I try
And
to,
there's a
when I
lot of
try,
love to it. There's a lot of love to it too. Let's be
it's
real.
definitely love. It's definitely
Yeah.
love. You know what I mean? And whenever I try to do something else, it just didn't feel right. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you now.
So when I be calling, when people call me and I try to swipe up, it'll freeze my whole screen. So that's why I just was like, you know what, let me just go silent for a little bit. So if I go silent again, just carry it away. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got 278 people on the live. Let's get these likes up to improve the visibility of the show.
Yeah,
Um, I got my guy Greg Hackett over here. Greg, I told you we gotta get some of these people been asking me, yo, listen, you and Greg with a collab is lit. You got to do it. So now we're here doing it, and
yeah,
the results. You can see the results. So
yeah.
let's get to some more of this boxing stuff, bro. Obviously, why you think the biggest fight for Tank is? What you think is the biggest fight for Tank right now?
The biggest fight right now for Tank is Devin Haney
Why you think that fight's not happening?
because it's a thing where both the guys have fought to be who they are right now, and nobody want to give up an inch
Mm,
either side.
mm.
You want this, I ain't giving that to you. You want that, I ain't giving that to you. Nobody, because what happens is if I give you one thing, then you're gonna want another, and then another, and then another. And then it just gotta get to a point where the world is fed up and they like, yo, fuck both of y'all if y'all ain't gonna fight. But now if y'all fight, we definitely tuned in.
I mean, wasn't it like that with Bud and Spencer at one point in time until the phone call was made?
Not exactly the same because we knew they was gonna fight at some point. We did know. I knew it. I knew they was gonna fight at some point. But
But wait a minute,
with
you believe that this fight's not gonna happen?
I don't think this fight gonna happen.
Hmm.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Damn, that's a heartbreaker. I don't know how can Tank go out on that complex interview and say that he before he's out he need Teo, Haney, and Shakur. You seen the interview, right?
No, I ain't see it. I don't watch a lot of interviews.
Oh, all right. So he's said it out there publicly already.
Yeah,
Before I'm out, they all gotta get it. They gotta see me. Those
yeah.
guys gotta see me. You don't think that he's sincere with his words?
I'm gonna tell you this. Floyd ended up fighting Pacquiao, right? But he fought him. He fought him after what?
Floyd and Pacquiao?
Yeah, he fought him after what?
How many years?
After Marquez knocked him the fuck out.
Oh yeah. But he was knocked out before that too.
No. He was knocked out before that, but that was before he got the Freddie Roach pack and all the other shit, right?
Right.
Now that you want some new shit, I need to see a hole get put in that before I go fuck with it. So,
Injured.
so I don't think Tank a fight Devin Haney, or I don't think Devin Haney a fight Tank until they see somebody put a hole in him first. Once they put a hole in him, then it's like, oh, all right.
And that's how the game is. Ain't that right? Right,
Yeah,
Greg?
they always wait till you get a hole kicked in you, and then it's like, all right, I fuck with him now.
Yep. And there's so many different stories of people saying they're coming out of different injuries and stuff like that as well.
Yeah,
That's when people go attack mode.
yeah. But that's why they say timing is everything.
And that's another thing. That's another thing that I said when Bill. I said, timing is first. Always timing.
Yeah, timing
Um.
is everything.
So is that the fight for you? Like you feel like
The fight, the fight for me is better be Evan Bivol, uh, boots and Bud and Tank and Shakur, or Tank and Haney.
well, you put yourself on the seat. Now you got to explain.
Say it again. Put myself in what seat?
You put yourself in that seat as far as those are the fights that you want to see. So now tell me, who you favor in those fights and why.
Better be better be Evan
And
Bivol is
that's
a six.
signed now. I heard that's a go.
Yeah, but that's the fight I want to see. Better be Evan Bivol for me is a 60-40. I think Better be Evan edgy, but I think Bivol will hurt Better be Ev before it's over. I think it hurt him early in the fight, and then I think Better be Ev get up and then break him apart. That's
Mm.
with that fight. Boots, Boots and Bud is a 50-50 fight. I think they both got the shit. I think they both mean. I think they both skillful. And I need to see that fight. I think that's just a great fight for boxing. That's one of the biggest fights around for me. And Tank Haney and Shakur, any of those
That's a
three
fifty
fighting each
fifty.
other. What? Boots and
That
Bud?
and you don't favor nobody?
No, that's 50-50.
Cool.
50-50 fight. And Haney,
Way more of a
Tank.
50-50 than with Terrence and Spence, because at least with that you made a Terrence Crawford prediction. You and I shared that same prediction.
Yeah, I told people for years that Terrence Crawford would beat Earl Spence.
And I was telling Jamil, I said Ennis and Crawford's more 50-50 for me than Crawford in that. But let me not stop you. I'm sorry.
No, in the last three with Haney, Tank, and Shakur, I would like to see any of those three in the ring with the other one, or I want to see all three of them fight. I think it's a great fight,
Hard to choose.
style wise.
Hard to choose.
It's hard to choose because Tank is the one with the power, Devin Haney is the one with the ability, and Shakur is the one with the skills. And I just want to see them all up against each other.
You think when you talk about power, are you just talking about only physical punching power? Or are you speaking upon the actual power of the cards?
I'm talking about both actually, but what I'm saying is Tank out of those three is the harder puncher. We know that. Shakur is skilled, very skilled, and Haney has a lot of ability. And I want to see them three up against each other.
Mm. You know, the one that you're missing, because I agree with all of those, but you didn't tell me you ain't a fan of the 68th division when it comes down to Canelo and Benavidez.
Canelo is running a circus right now. I don't really care for Canelo right now.
Mm.
He
So he's
running a
running a
circus.
circus.
He running a circus because it's a guy named Benavidez that he should be fighting.
So all right. So why does he a clown running the circus?
I ain't call him a clown. I say he running the circus.
All right. So he's the promoter. He's running the whole. All right. He's running the whole circus. All right. Why
Yeah,
is he running the circus and we can't say other guys are running the circus in their divisions?
because he's been running the circus for a long time,
Mm,
and guys are just following behind what he's doing. But they not running the circus. They just a part of it. Right now, he's running the circus.
okay. So do you think that fight will happen?
Canelo could fight anybody he want. Canelo could say he fighting me. People gonna watch it. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
They're not gonna do that for anybody. They're not gonna do that for anybody, but they'll do that for Canelo.
Don't they
Now,
do it for Tank?
not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet. If Tank
So
if
he
Tank
can't.
tried to
So Tank can't go and just fire a Ryu Venezuela.
you know why people gonna watch it? First of all, because Mexicans the biggest fans in boxing, right? That's first of all. Second of all, we just saw Ryo knock somebody the fuck out. So the first thing you think is excitement.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even think about who Ryo is. You think about the excitement of it because we just watched him knock somebody the fuck out, and then he got a lot of Mexicans who gonna be behind him in that shit.
Are you happy that Pitbull Cruz is out of the Tank Davis sweepstakes and he got Rolly now?
Pitbull Cruz is a dangerous man, and I'm definitely excited for that fight. And I'm happy that he got the opportunity, and I got Pitbull Cruz and winning by knockout in the fourth round.
In the fourth round?
Yeah,
And why?
because he nothing to play with, and Rolly only know how to play.
So
Rolly's serious. Rolly a serious dude, but when it come down to education, he don't have enough to keep Pitbull Cruz off him.
so you believe he'll be running around like that Barroso fight?
I think he won't know what to do. I think he'll try to box and then he'll try to bang and then he'll get caught up and then he'll get caught with a shot and it's over.
What you think about the size of Rolly versus Pitbull Cruz? You don't think that will make a difference as far as that
It's
and
just height.
his legs?
It's just height. Height don't make you the better fighter.
Yeah, but the legs, the length. He could at least stick the jab out there, can he?
Pitbull Cruz is built like a tank. He gonna run through anything. Trust me.
Body weight's body weight. What happened to Giovanni Cabrera? Didn't look too good.
What happened to who?
Giovanni Cabrera in his last outing, he didn't look too good.
Fighting who?
Giovanni Cabrera against Pitbull Cruz.
He was that was off for what? 12 what? Like a year and some change layoff?
Yeah, but you got knocked down by a jab
Yeah,
as
but
well,
it does happen though. It's boxing. But
and
this
you
is a
lost
fight.
almost.
See,
Yeah, I
see, this
think the
is
cards went his way on that one too. It
see,
didn't
see,
look like.
this is the thing. This is the thing about people and fighters. They don't understand. It's some fights that you will train hard for, and you'll get ready and you'll go in there and fight, and it'll be like, all right, I did what I had to do. But then there's some fights that they get your gears going, and you be like, yo, I gotta go in there and I gotta do my fucking thing. This the fight I want. This the fight that excites me. So you're gonna show up. You know what I mean? I think that fight just ain't excite Pitbull Cruz, and he went in there and looked at him like a regular guy. You know what I mean? And it was what it was. But with
It
a
was like John
Rolly,
Ryder. Like John Ryder showed up for Canelo, but didn't show up for McGear.
yeah, yeah, shit like that. But
Understand?
then John Ryder, but then John Ryder is taking a lot of punishment over the years. So you know what I'm saying? He older man taking a lot of punishment. It's gonna happen.
Are you okay with the Jamal Charlo and Canelo fight next?
No, I want to see Canelo and David Benavidez.
So you don't want to see Crawford and Canelo either, because that was
No,
also spoke upon.
no, I want to see Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. That's the fight to be made.
Tell me why you don't want to see those last two fights I just mentioned against Crawford and Jamal.
Because it's two guys who they're not even 168 pounders. You gave Caleb Plant a chance, but you're not gonna give David Benavidez a chance. That's fucked up. You know what I mean, David Benavidez is the man at 168, and you gonna jump over him and go fuck with Bud and Crawford. I mean Bud and Charlo. I think that's bullshit.
Mm.
Just
So
my
you,
opinion.
so he and you don't like the Munguia fight either for Canelo.
I would respect Munguia before I respect Bud and Charlo. Because
Ooh.
Munguia is a 168 pounder.
Okay. Well, he started at what 154.
Who
Munguia.
Munguia?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was like 17.
True. True. He got like
Canelo
46
started at
fights.
like 140,
Yep.
but he
Yep.
was a kid.
Yeah. I think he spent most of the majority of his career at 160 as well. He's like Boo Boo. Him and Boo
Yes,
Boo should have squabbled up a long time ago.
listen. I got a lot of respect for Canelo, but the things he's doing in boxing is bullshit right now. He just fought Jamel Charlo, and they kept talking about how it was an undisputed versus an undisputed. Yeah, but they fucking 2 different weight classes, and
Mm-hmm.
we really hyped it up. And then Charlo went in there and looked like shit. You know what I mean? So I don't want to see that again. I want to see an even matchup, which is David Benavidez.
Mm. I like it. I like it. I just don't like the fact that those two names, Charlo and those two Charlos, they wanted Canelo to fight when they were at that weight class.
Here we
And now
go.
that things changed, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to fight. I don't know. And they look bigger. I think you got to give at least some credit for that. Do I want to see the fight that you want to see more? Yes. Will I call it a circus? No, not that. Not
I call
not,
it. I call
not
it
a
a circus.
Crawford and Jamal Charlo.
I call it a. I don't. I don't. I'm not calling them the circus. I'm saying Canelo is running a circus because he's showing us anything, and then we excited about it.
Mm,
He's
mm.
showing us
So you
anything.
won't be you won't be impressed for a Jamal Charlo and Canelo, especially if Canelo knocks him out. If not saying if it does, but possibility. Say if he goes in there and tries to fight, not like his brother did.
Imagine if a guy uh came out of high school and went to the Super Bowl. His next game, like he just played a city championship, and then the next game is the Super Bowl. He's not gonna really be himself.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, Other than Canelo, because he's doing his own thing, right? What fight at 68 would you like to see?
68.
Yeah,
I say David Morrell and Caleb Plant.
firefight,
Yeah,
firefight.
I want to see all good shit.
It looked like Caleb has he's the he's the start of like, all right, I'm gonna take chances at 68.
He got it. I mean, he already took chances. I love Caleb Plant because he jumped out there when he ain't have to, and he did his thing. So, you know what I mean, win, lose, or draw, I know he a dog. So, you know what I mean? That's all I want to continue to see.
Facts. I think a Boo Boo Andres and him will be a good fight as well. And just because of like, there was a little shit talk. I don't know if you noticed, but there was a little shit talk, but it wasn't really directed because you got to focus on the biggest fight.
Yeah.
But there was like, yeah, you don't fight like me, and I fight better than you, and I used to kind of like teach you when we was in the gym. I kind of taught you some moves and stuff like that back in the day. So I feel like that's a cool fight too. And obviously Plant and Jamal. I mean, come on now, right?
What up, bro? Turn it down for me a little bit. Yeah, my bad.
Right. As far as Caleb and Jamal, they got to get it on.
That's a fight I've been wanting to see too.
What you think? Now, this is a good topic for you. Obviously, you're a coach, and dealing with what just happened with Tyson Fury. He got elbowed. Obviously, when you're throwing a hook, the follow through of the elbow happens in
Yeah,
boxing. Um,
yeah,
it was like barely could see it because the camera view wasn't on the actual side. What's your
yeah.
thoughts on that situation? So close to one of the biggest fights in heavyweight history since the last 30 years.
I mean, when NUA said he got cut and didn't show us the proof, we believed him. Tyson Fury showed us the proof, and he was cut on the eyelid, which is a serious cut. It needs time to heal. So, in due time,
So, and they already put up a date on that as well. They got a date already,
yeah,
the Saudis. Um,
yeah, they locked in already. So we gonna see it.
what you think about that fight, bro?
That's a great fight. I think Usyk is a real good opponent, but I don't think he could beat Tyson Fury. I think he is skillful, but him not being a natural heavyweight, I think he's gonna have problems fucking with Tyson Fury because he's an oversized heavyweight with skills. It's gonna be a great fight.
I think the opposite. I'm thinking I'm getting Holyfield vibes. I'm getting Holyfield vibes of like being that man at cruiserweight and really being that man at heavyweight as well. Having the faster hands, having the faster feet. It's just gonna play a great part in it's
Yeah,
like that version of when Manny Pacquiao, his hand speed and foot speed. went up to the division and it worked out for him. It seems to me with Usyk being, I think he carries that same ability at heavyweight, but now being a 220-pound man as well.
But every time, the only reason I wouldn't compare him to Holyfield is because every time he get hit with a really good body shot, he turned into something different. You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
Yo, I'm getting. I did say vibes. I did say Holyfield vibes, and you're right. I think I should have changed the word, but for sure, they don't fight alike at all. Obviously.
No, I ain't talking about the style. I'm just saying who they are inside.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Holyfield's a different guy.
Holyfield's more durable to go into the heavyweight division.
Holyfield's so vicious. Mike Tyson had to bite him to get him up off him.
Here we go.
Yeah, we got to talk boxing.
It's facts, though. It's facts. Um, Ennis right now for Ennis, your boy. Oh, and before this, right? Balanga. So one of your favorite guys was, Jason, right? You said it was Gabe Rosado, right? Gabe Rosado's been calling
Yeah.
out Balanga. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I can hear you. Have you been hearing that like Gabe Rosado's been calling out Berlanga? He'll come out of retirement just for Berlanga.
I heard something about it, a little something about it. That'd be a great fight.
Looking at
Great fight.
the development of Edgar Berlanga, where he's at after watching him fight Jason Quigley. In your behalf, can you hear me, Greg? After fighting Jason Quigley,
Yeah, I can hear you.
with all the experience that Gabe Rosado possesses, but obviously been in a lot of wars and is the older dog. Comparing those two styles, and obviously it's a big Puerto Rican fight, right? Um, how does that work out for Edgar Berlanga right now at this point in time?
I mean, if Edgar Berlanga is focused and he stick to the game plan, he could win because he the younger man. You know what I mean? More firepower. Uh, just more energy. Gabe at the same time, depending on the camp he has, and depending on if he stick to the game plan, Gabe could upset him for sure.
Mm. Who would you
It's
favor though?
nobody. It's nobody in boxing tougher than Gabe Rosado right now.
Right. Who would you favor though at this moment in time? I know Gabe's been his last item was the bully, right? For the second
Yeah,
time, he knocked out the bully the first time, and then what? The bully stopped him, right? Did he get stopped,
yeah.
Greg? Did he go the distance with bully the second time?
The, Berlanga
Nah,
hasn't stopped
Gabe.
anybody in the last like
Nah,
five fights.
I'm talking Gabe Rosado. He got stopped by the bully, right? After?
Oh, did he get stopped in his last fight?
Yeah, I think so. Anybody in the chat, y'all could let me
No,
know.
I don't think he got stopped in his last fight.
He went the distance?
Yeah,
Okay, okay. So yeah, you just think right now at this moment in time, you think that it's too early for Edgar, or that's the fight he needs?
I think with a fight like he don't need to fight Gabe Rosado, but if he did, he would learn a lot. You know what I mean about boxing? He would learn a lot fucking with fucking with Gabe Rosado. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Salute to Low Nose Boxing. Thank you for putting some color on the chat. And a member, thank you for the $5. I almost got attacked by a junkyard dog coming out of Greg Hackett's gym. Greg, y'all need to keep those dogs caged. Salute to Mill City and Hackett. Yo, you have them
Appreciate
dogs
the love.
loose? You got them dogs loose out there?
No, next door at the detail shop, they used to have these dogs in there, and the dogs do what they want. They was just holding it down. That's all.
Oh, they were holding it down. Free security. All you gotta do is pay for the food and the vet bill.
Yeah. Make sure you don't touch nothing.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Um, Jerron Ennis. Um, you know, we are obviously waiting on a date right now. Um, there was rumors of Barrios. Who's left? Keith Thurman right now is fighting Tim Tszyu. Don't know what you think about that fight. What you think about that fight? That's a good fight
I
too.
think I think it's gonna be a great fight early on for the first 5 rounds. I think Keith Thurman will slow down, and I think Tim Tszyu will stop him in the 8th or ninth round.
Late round stoppage, Tim Tszyu.
Yep.
Does he become a star after that fight out here, or I mean, out in Australia?
I mean, he already a star in Australia.
A
But
bigger
in
one,
the world, he'll
knowing
be
that you kind of like
yeah,
Keith Thurman's a
yeah,
big name.
he'll be a bigger star in Australia. But in America, I mean, in the world, he'll be somebody to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? Not a guy that you go in there and fucking around with.
Now, who would you favor with Tim Tszyu as far as guys like Charlo? Like, you think he could fight? Who
I
wins
think
that fight?
Charlo, I think Jamel Charlo and Tim Tszyu is a 60-40, leaning towards Jamel. Jamel is the guy at the weight class. You can't forget that, even though he was on some bullshit at 68, but he is the guy at 54. So I can't disrespect him in that sense. And Tim Tszyu has been in there with some pretty good fighters, but nothing like Jamel Charlo. So is again, it'll be a 60-40.
So now looking at the landscape, what's next for Crawford? You think
They said the sound is messed up.
the sound is messed up? Is that what the cues are? I think I hear it pretty good. How's the audio,
Yeah, I
guys?
can hear you.
I think it sounds good on my end. Um, as far as Crawford's concerned, um, what you think? Like, what's next?
I mean, for Crawford,
He's
I don't
saying
know.
go back, go out and come back in.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do that. If I go
Oh
out,
no,
it's
you
probably
just
going.
press X and then you press the X and then just go back in, press the link
All right,
again.
let me see.
Yeah. Smash the like button. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. Thank you for the $5, Jackie. Mills, can you please block Justin? He spammed the chat, laughing my ass off. All right. Justin Ryan. Is it Justin Ryan? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel as well. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing. Y'all both good, Mills. Ah, my bad. He'll be coming back anyway. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Jack, are you talking about Justin Ryan? Okay. Come on, Justin Ryan. What are you doing here? Smash that like button. You're out of here. La Reina, she said it. Word, we back.
You can hear me?
Yeah, you lacing some gloves?
Yeah.
You about to watch some sparring?
No, they ain't sparring today.
What's
Tomorrow.
your What's your favorite part of being a coach?
Watching the development.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Is that the most joy you get out of it?
Say it again.
Is that the most joy you get out of it? Is the results?
Yeah, when you watch a guy walk in the gym who might be out of shape or he might be afraid of himself, you know what I mean? And then to watch him to go in there and get confident enough to get in the ring and compete. You know what I mean? That's the best feeling for me. Sometimes you get guys who start late, you know what I mean, and they don't think they can do it. And you know what I mean, 6 months, a year later, they doing it. You know what I mean? That's the best part to me. And then and then of course, being at the big fights. You know what I mean? I love the fights.
You love is that the more development? Like when you see the development happen in the ring, is one thing in sparring, but when you see it actually happen in the ring, what's the
Yeah.
what's the difference and achievement for that as a goal for you and as a coach? Because obviously that's the main goal, right?
Say it again.
I feel like that's the main goal, right? Just to make sure that they're doing it live.
Yeah, I just want to. If I'm seeing it at 100 miles per hour and we competing and we doing what we got to do, yeah, that let me know I'm doing my job too.
100%. So just getting into that poll. So yeah, 61% believe that Lopez beats Jermaine Ortiz, and that's over 217 votes. So yeah, That's where how that fight goes. Now, we didn't speak upon the undercard with Keyshawn Davis and Pedraza. I feel like it's a really important fight for both fighters.
Yeah.
Pedraza's coming down in weight. He held the title at 140 at once upon a time, and now he's going back down to 135. Only been knocked out by Gervonta Tank Davis. What does Keyshawn Davis have to do to look impressive in this step of fight with Pedraza?
I mean, Pedraza's tricky because some nights he look like he don't even want to be there, and some nights he all in. You know what I mean? I think the biggest thing for Keyshawn is to take his time. Don't go in there trying to do too much. The problem is with these guys today, they put a lot of pressure on themselves, and then they feel pressure to go in there and look like a complete animal when really all you gotta do is take your time and break the man down. But you know what I mean? All the attention is getting into their head, so all he gotta really do is tame himself, calm down. You know what I mean? Go in there and work behind his jab, put on the boxer exhibition, and if he can get the knockout, get the knockout, but don't force it.
Um, how'd you grade the performance he just had with Albright from Philadelphia?
I mean, it was one of them things. I felt like he walked in there like he was gonna do what he wanted to the guy, and such was not the case. The guy lasted longer than he thought he would. I mean, he good in spurts, but he wasn't in total control. He fought at his pace, but he didn't look, you know what I mean, completely impressive because I felt like he was focused too much on like trying to bully the guy. You know what I mean, trying to let the guy know like you in here with somebody that's larger than life, but that's it's boxing. It ain't that serious, but it's that serious. Two. You know what I mean? Just three. You know what I mean? So I think he gotta take his time.
Um, as far as Pedraza, what does this mean for Pedraza? Do you feel like they gave him a pretty decent bag for this one?
I mean, I don't know what he making. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't really be caring about that, but I know Pedraza could put himself.
Well, I mean, you going say they're making you drop down to 135 to go fight a blue chip prospect.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm talking about Greg Hackett here. We talking about B side shit. Let's go. Talk about how you attack that B side shit. Come on.
I mean, listen, the best part is they giving him time to do whatever he needs to do. So he just need to prepare himself. He's fought at that weight before, so it's not like he too small or some. I mean, too big or some shit. I mean, he can do it. He might feel better. He might feel like he in better shape. I think if he go in there and focus, work behind his jab, he can get the upset. But you know what I mean? Honestly, he the more experienced man. He can make it happen.
I mean, his last performance against Arnold Barboza wasn't a good one. Looked like he definitely lost the pep on his step, and that was at 140 pounds. Um, I just feel like as a boxing guy, I feel like Pedraza's here to basically get beat up and possibly stopped. And if it doesn't happen this way, you have to kind of figure out how you're going to move Keyshawn Davis 2024. This is the type of step for Keyshawn Davis in my behalf, you know. Um,
The only thing that concerned me about Keyshawn is one his energy. You know what I mean? Can he control his energy? But also, I was watching the breakdown they had on him the other night on Top Rank, and it's funny to me because he said he want to be the best and he want to fight the best, but one of the best at the division is his homie, and they said they wouldn't fight unless it was a certain amount of money, and I really didn't understand that. You know what I mean? Because that would be a great fight.
right.
His homie being Shakur.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what you think about these friends in boxing? And it's like, how is that going to work? I mean, I talked to Wally Moses. He says every 2 years, Shakur moves up in weight, probably settle at 140 pounds, and let Keyshawn basically do his thing. So, this type of a year that we get for Keyshawn is like former champions, some undefeated guys. Like, you know what it is. So,
Yeah.
what do you want to see? I mean, like, honestly, my opinion, bro, I want to see this. That dude that you was arguing with his dad, uh, Kid Austin.
Okay. Yeah. That'd be a
I
good
want
one.
to see them go at it. Like,
That'd be a good one.
Am I asking for too much this year?
No, you're not asking for too much because all of these guys are claiming to be the best. So somebody got to prove it.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're gonna be ranked in the top 10 in certain sanctioning bodies, these guys are promoting themselves. Like, no one's
Yeah.
No networks promoting this. They're doing it themselves naturally.
Yeah,
We need to
yeah,
see
it's a
these
lot.
type of fights.
Yeah, it's a lot of that going on, and everybody trying to say they're a star. But that's because in this world you can fool people. If I start wearing suits and shit like that every day, and I'm walking around acting like I'm a lawyer, I can tell people I'm a lawyer, they'll believe me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's it's the fake and the funk. You know what I'm saying? You buy 7 different suits, one for a different day with a different inside. Now you making money. But
And
really,
the whole time, and the
I
whole
went to
time
my
I'm
dad's
bullshit.
closet though.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's the world we live in, though. We live in a fabricated world where you can lie to people and they'll believe it. You know what I mean? So all of these guys saying they the best, I don't believe none of them until they fight each other.
Mm. Um, and is that the same thing when it comes to boots? And you at that division?
I feel. Listen to me. I don't have no breaks for nobody. I feel like that about every fighter. If you're not fighting the best, it's hard to say you the best. I think the difference is with boots, we having a hard time getting them in the ring with people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's true. It's true. I mean, but it's
and
like,
and and he don't and he don't really have a rival at 47. Let's be real. There's nobody to argue with but Bud. And Bud say he going up. So it's like, who do we fight?
well, you know, Connor Ben spoke upon talking about him. Obviously, we all see it. That's not an attractive fight like we really see it now. Um, and you know, obviously Blair has been really speaking like crazy. And I'm not saying, hey, people would believe that, hey, Blair has a chance, but hey, I don't think Barrio got a chance either.
Mike Wilson, you got to watch your mouth, baby.
Was someone there acting crazy?
On the fight at 47.
I mean, hey, I don't mind. I don't mind the. See, you know what it is that you know that I wanted that Rashidi Ellis fight with for Boots. You know I wanted
Yeah,
that.
but if
I
he
know
fight
we all
if he
want.
fight Rashidi Ellis now, then what?
It's not attractive no more. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like when we were talking about that fight, a while back. When he didn't get beat by Villa. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But in reality, you think that the Boots and Terrence would happen?
I don't think that's gonna happen either.
Mm. You think Crawford gonna like lay down before getting that smoke? You think and have to
What you
deal
mean?
with just you don't feel like he's gonna have to deal with retirement, knowing that you didn't want that boot smoke, you didn't want that boot smoke.
I think Crawford is gonna be one of the guys who
He gonna say you allergic to
he
Philly. He say Boots, you're allergic. He
I
gonna say
think
that
I think
Terrence is allergic
I
to
think
Philly.
I think I think Crawford gonna be one of those guys who retire, but then he come back for the big fights.
Mm. So what does Boots do to get that fight, and do you think they care to get that fight?
I mean, at this point, I think they care, but I don't think they care because it's like we might not get it. So why we gonna keep talking about it?
Boxing. This is what we speak upon. You know what I'm saying? Real rap. You think the Antoine Russell and Boots will happen, or you think it's gonna be something similar?
If that fight was to happen, it'd be later. I don't think it'd happen right now. Antoine Russell, what people don't pay attention about Antoine Russell can make 35 if he wanted to. He be
He
coming
has
in for
said that.
fights. He be coming in for fights at 140. He'll come in at 137, 138, shit like that.
He has said that. So you think that's what I'm saying. That fight might not happen due to the weight.
Yeah.
To be real, that fight might not. So going off of the Keyshawn and Pedraza, you say that to say, hey, yo, listen, you passed the test, the top ranked test, what would you have to say coming off of the, performance with Albright?
I mean, he did it. He did what he was supposed to do. He finished the fight well. He did what he was supposed to do. He got the win, even though they caused a no contest because of some marijuana. But you know what I mean? He still won the fight. So for Draza, I feel like it's a great fight for him, but it's a good step up. It's really like what you do after that. You know what I mean?
Mm, mm. I hear you on that. So who would you like to see Keyshawn fight this year?
Like you said, Kid Austin be a good fight. 35, it's a lot of shit at 35. But I ain't gonna lie, I want to see him and Shakur fight.
You want to see you
Shakur
want
and
to see
Keyshawn.
Keyshawn?
Yeah, I want to see that fight. I think it's interesting.
Talk to me about it.
I mean, the fact that they know each other, they both Olympians, both silver medalists. It's a big story behind it. If they was to turn around and fight, I think it would be a big fight.
You think they will ever do that? They spoke upon
I don't
never
know.
doing that.
Andy Cruz is a good one too.
Well, speaking of Andy Cruz, I got off the phone with Calvin, and he just visited Bosey's gym, and some of his youngins went to go spar Andy. He said Andy's the real deal. He said Andy was sparring, and he was slipping and rolling punches and looking at Calvin and talking to him while they sparring.
Andy a bad motherfucker.
What you think about that matchup with Keyshawn and him?
I think the biggest thing I saw when they fought in the amateurs, Andy movement gave Keyshawn a lot of trouble. I think it would be that way in the pros, but uh, that's also the 3 round system. 12 round system, I think it could be a little bit different, but I would have to see it. I think it's a great fight.
We're gonna definitely touch up on that. Thank you, Frank86 for the $5. We definitely needed this duo. I appreciate you, man. Like I said, Greg, you know what I'm saying? They've been asking for it. They say, yo, y'all two one of the most realists, so let's get them together. So I said, let's do it. And it's been quite some time. I've been trying to get him, guys, but yo, he's been ducking me. I ain't gonna hold you.
I just
He,
I just had a baby girl, bro.
oh, matter of fact, you did tell me that. I'm sorry. I thought
I,
you
I
were, I,
waited,
I
I
thought you
waited,
were
I
treating
waited,
me like Subriel Matias for a second. Nah, just
I waited another 13 years to have a baby, so it's kicking my
wow.
ass.
So how's that?
I don't know what's going on right now.
So, so how many you got, Greg? You know what I'm saying?
I just got 3 babies.
3 babies, and then you got a whole bunch of kids there that you got to mentor as well.
No, I got 2 older sons and a daughter. That's all.
Okay, okay. What's next for you, bro? What you got in
Um,
what you got in line? Because I know you just recently fought, but you're the guy that you had to fight pulled out. What was the story of that? And you still fought?
yeah, I did an exhibition. The guy I was supposed to fight, he pulled out like the day of the weigh-in or some shit. The day before, he said he had a shoulder injury. I don't know how that happened or when it happened. You know what I mean? So they just put together an exhibition. We got it done that way. You know what I mean? It was corny for me, but I still had fun. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I appreciate you for stopping by, man. Real talk. We
Yeah, my
definitely got to
dog.
do it again. Yeah, I'm more than welcome to hop on yours as well.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, let everybody know where they can find you, Greg. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett 215 on X, Greg Hackett on Facebook. You can get with me on YouTube at GHB TV. Mike Wilson, you can eat a bag of baby dicks, and that's it. You feel me? I'm gonna
Yo,
holler at y'all.
that's the best way to end it. I appreciate you for coming down.
My dog, get with me.
You know it.
Yeah,
Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the interview.
absolutely. Get with me.
Appreciate you, my guy, for stopping in.
Appreciate you.
You already know, man. Mike, a bag of them, a whole bag,
A big ass bag.
a big ass bag.
Big ass
Respect.
599 bag. All right.
Much love to you, my brother. Appreciate you. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. Shout out to everybody in the chat as well. The lovers, the haters, the whole nine. You know, the supporters. Will you be interviewing Frank and Tank, the middleweight WBC silver champion from MA? Smash that like button. Smash the like button. Always a good one with Greggy in the building. You already know. So, chat, we got the new poll right here. The poll is: do y'all think Keyshawn Davis is the real deal? Did we get 100 votes? Yes, we got over 100 votes. Y'all believe 51%. So not everybody's sold on Keyshawn Davis. I want to know why. I mean, we got 49% of y'all believe that he is the real deal. Oh, wait a minute. And 51% believe he's not. Excuse me, my bad. So why? Why is Keyshawn Davis not the real deal? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And also, if Andy Cruz comes back and fights him, you know what I'm saying? They do the rematch. Damn, Andy Cruz beat him 4 times. 4 times, man. And that's why Keyshawn Davis is not a gold medalist. Andy Cruz is the gold medalist. We definitely got to get Andy Cruz on. Absolutely. I got you, matter of fact. It's been too long. He's already had 2 fights as a pro, and I haven't had him on Mill City Boxing. Shame on me. I'm going to get that. I got you guys. I got you. I got a lot of interviews on the way, so let's just bear with me. Nevertheless, let's talk. All right. Y'all see that the topic with the Conor Benn and Gervonta Davis. I just did an interview with Coach Kenny Ellis. I posted it up this morning. Hopefully, you guys smash the like button and check that out. Sorry to hurt people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't see a Tank Davis and Conor McGregor. I mean, did I say Conor McGregor? Conor Benn. I don't see a Conor Benn and a Gervonta Davis fight. So now that we got over 100 votes on the Keyshawn Davis being the real deal or not, and y'all believe that, now it's 50%. Now we got 50%. Now we talking about it, so now people want to change their agenda. Okay, Mills, stop supporting tank ducking activities, bro. Listen, man. Listen, I gotta give you the interview. I gotta give you the. If you don't like what it said, listen, man. Just smash the like button and keep it pushing. Don't get mad. You know what I mean? If you don't like what you hear, don't get mad. Don't get mad. You know what I mean? Good Haney interview. I appreciate you. I said Conor McGregor on my bad tip. For real, for real. But listen, I gotta tell you, don't be mad that he's not going to 47. I'm sorry, guys. Salute to Claremore. What's going on? I'm gonna be getting the call-ins real soon, guys. I want to get y'all opinions on. So once I see Claremore, I'm like, all right, he got the questions, he got the answers. You know what I'm saying? So we're all students of the game, and we like to just bunch up. You know what I mean? Frank86, appreciate man for the love. I really do appreciate the love. Let's end this poll, add a new poll, then get the callers in. But let's get this super chat. Also, guys, become a member of Mill City Boxing. It's pinned up right there. Become a member. It's GM. Appreciate you for tapping in, and also, I didn't give you your thanks as well, Claremore, GM. Great questions on the Devin Haney interview as well, guys. Appreciate you. Um, Frank, how do you become a member to your channel on YouTube? It's pinned up right there, bro. Just check it out. It's pinned up right there. Somebody could just copy and paste and just post it up again for my guy, Frank. I would have really appreciate it. So he could also join the team. I think we have almost 15 members, guys. So we're gonna be doing the members only live, and we're gonna be adding the StreamYard so everybody can just tap in right here. Let me get some of the callers in, but before we get into that and get everybody in, and salute to everybody in the chat. Hit the likes up though. Let's get these likes up. Hit the thumbs up. Let's improve the visibility of the show, and let's get to it. Um, What I like about the Conor Benn and Gervonta Davis fight, because now I know I shut it down by doing the interview. Doesn't mean that Coach Kenny knows it all about when it comes down to matchups. I think he finds out, at the time that they need to. When it comes down to, all right, you fighting this person, I gotta gear up, do my film study on this person, boom, boom, boom. So what I'm thinking is that he's trolling, but Tank himself is out here on TikTok hitting Eddie up, and they going back and forth, and Tank got everybody riled up. You know what I'm saying? He got everybody riled up. No, I didn't see that. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Mill City, where is the champion at? Smash the like button. What champion? Mill City, you need the Matias fight. Yo, I got the Matias interview coming up real soon as well. So stay tuned. We're gonna figure out. I talked to Matias's manager today, on text message real quick. Uh, and I asked, yo, is this Liam Paró talk true? And he told me the details are not set in stone yet, but people are throwing it out there. We don't know if Eddie Hearn is really in the picture with Subriel Matias yet. Nothing has been signed. It's just all talks, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So once I get that information, that what I'm saying, that we're doing the interview with Subriel, and it's gonna happen this week. Just letting you guys know, it'll be happening this week with Subriel and Panda, and we can just have a all discussion upon where is he going to be. Is he going to be fighting for Matchroom? What deal? What type of deal did you have? How many fights did you have in that deal? Everything. So you already know. Have those questions ready to go. Smash the like button. Also, once again, guys, become a member of the channel. It's Mill City Boxing. It's pinned up right there. So become a member as well. I'm gonna get in the call-ins as well. My thing about this fight, guys, though, before I get the call-ins, is that I do think there is, hearing that Conor McGregor weighed in at 170 pounds, knowing that Gervonta is going to be the smaller guy. Yes, he's in a disadvantage, but when it comes down to when it comes down to skills, there's not a disadvantage. You know what I mean? Get Oshaki Foster on the show. Absolutely, I got you. Real talk. He actually hit me up the other day. Um, so I'll definitely double back on him again. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen, and appreciate all the donations as well. Octo, real rap. Appreciate all the color that everybody has put in the chats. Really appreciative, man. All the hard work that gets put into the show. It's always nice. But let me tell you, Conor Ben Mills. Conor Ben Mills. Let me tell you something. Did I say Conor McGregor again? My bad. It is what it is. I'm sorry. We don't hear about Conor Ben too much coming out here. Wow. But here it is. Um I think he might be a little bit too big, but I could also see what you know Greg was saying, that he's uneducated in a lot of different things. Also, the Abdullah Mason interview will be happening this week as well, because he's going to be fighting on the card. So thank you for reminding me, Jr. Appreciate you. I'll be calling his dad today. Um, Listen, the fight is an amazing fight, but just to see Tank go up another division and you know knock him out, I guess, be the first one to knock him out. Yeah, it would be entertaining. You know what I mean? The styles would be entertaining. They throw punches in bunches. Um, Gervonta Davis more of the defensive sound and has the better footwork. They're both explosive. Frank in the building. Frank in the building just joined the team. Frank 86 just joined the team. Welcome, 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 my guy. Bang Bang Boogie in the building. Jackie Hernandez in the building. What's going on to all my members in the building? Make sure you guys go up, hit the link, become a member, get that blue badge. You guys will get the exclusive content as well. And like I said, we're gonna be doing them members only lives. All right. So yeah, I can see why Tank Team want to do the fight. I can see why Bill Haney wants to fight. Conor Benn. Like I could see all that. I could see that. You could see from a mile away. You know what I mean? Conor Benn throws his punches and then falls in. Never really has a distance control. He's explosive, but and then when like say he'll throw a right hand, boom, he throw a right hand, his left hand is all the way down to his armpit, boom, instead of happening at home, throwing the right hand, then the left hook. No, but he doesn't keep him up. So those little things, because he's always trying to load up on punches, and him loading up on punches, he's trying to still have that stigma, like, yeah, I'm still that knockout artist. But that juicy fruit that he was drinking back over there in the UK, he can't do it out here in Vegas. So therefore, no power, my friend. No power whatsoever. Okay? Um, Whatever the case may be, they dogged it out. Pistol Pete Dobson, he didn't even have a mark on his face. I'm not gonna lie. So now a lot of people, the smaller guys at 140, don't get it twisted. I can see Teofimo calling them out too. I think they've had some talks as well. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the guys at 140 are calling out Conor Benn, which goes to show you guys he's not an elite 147 pounder. Just like Coach Kenny said, he's more of a C- or C+ type of a fighter. And I agree, he is. He's very, he's Dobson was right. He's very green, but without capitalizing off of the certain things that because a person that works hard, right? Remember, ever heard that saying? Hard work beats talent, right? We heard that, right? Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The punch output that Conor Benn was given was a lot. Yes, Dobson had a lot of defensive moves, but wasn't countering off of the shoulder roll. He was doing the shoulder roll and taking a lot of that power off of Benn, but in reality, just didn't even have enough power. Let's be honest. The juicy fruit is not in your system anymore, so you don't punch hard anymore. That's period, right? But now what it is? Now that you can't knock out people, now that the juice is not in your system, what else do you have in your arsenal, my friend? What else do you have on that toolbox, my friend? Because in reality, your IQ is not that high. So it is what it is. We're gonna get into all that. Trust me, trust me. We're gonna get into Matías's opponent. Trust me, right here in this channel, you guys will find it out. Real talk. As soon as I get it, I'm gonna post it right for you guys. I promise. I ain't gonna hold out on anything, especially for my members. My members will get it first. I ain't gonna hold you. My members always get the information first, then everybody else. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. I need those likes to go up as well. All right. Let's get the call-ins. Let's see what everybody's thoughts are as well. And then obviously let's break down the Jamaine Ortiz and Teofimo Lopez, man. Let's be honest, man. It's fight week, baby. It's fight week in Vegas, man. So I like it. And I appreciate all the supporters that donated as well. And anybody that does decide to become a member. Let's get to this though. Let's get the call-ins ready to go. All right. You guys already know to call in. All you guys got to do is just go to Mill City Boxing on Instagram, call in, and you guys will be able to hear everything. Okay. I wonder who's out here, man. I wonder who is out here. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Phone lines are now open, ladies and gentlemen. And let's talk this boxing. Phone lines are open. The whole. Oh, yeah? Well, listen. You gotta love them and you gotta hate them. And I love the lovers and the haters up in here. All right, guys? Listen. When we have the haters, guys, we got 200 guys following us, 100 following us. You know what I'm saying? Your members don't even pop up for me. Yeah, Ty is right there, Ty. Join, my brother. It's pinned up in the chat, my brother. Become that member. Make sure you guys come in. Claremore, where you at? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. And like I said, the link is right into the comments so you guys can become a member. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Even Jackie hit. What you talking about? What you talking about, my brother? Smash that like button. Briz in the building. Was good. Was good. Was goody. Was goody. What's going on? 845. What it do? What it do? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Briz in the building. Briz in the building. What it do? What it do?
What's going on? What's going on?
You live on Mill City Boxing. We got over 238 people on the live right now. Talk to me, man. What you think about Conor Benn's performance? Guard your grills boxing. What it do? What it do? Larry Lopez was popping. Was popping.
I was just on checking out Marco Boxing. He had Malik Scott. He got Malik Scott on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
bet. Yeah, I talked to Malik. The other day. I still have to post some pieces up for Malik. But shout out to Frank in the building. Thank you for the $5, my brother. Every time I hit the link before, it sent me to where? Wait a minute. My bad. I'm trying to make sure my members link is on point.
I didn't get to see the Conor Benn fight.
No?
No, I feel like Spence, who wants to see boxing at 3 p.m.
Oh, man. Paró isn't an easy fight. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What you think, though? Conor Benn, Gervonta Davis, Conor Benn, Devin Haney, what you think? Wrong link? God damn.
You think Conor Benn could make 135?
Nah. He won't go up to 135. Hold on 1 second, Briz. I gotta put up my link up again. I guess my link went to trash or something like that. So I gotta go put my link up and then I'll get right at you. Okay, I'm gonna go right back. Call right back in.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. I always want to make sure I get the link for you guys that want to become members because I want to be fair to everybody, man. Let me get you. I got you guys. I got you. I got you. Here's the members link. I just put it in the chat right here, guys. So replace the pin. It's right there. Try now, guys. All right. Try now. The members link is right there. Check it out. Let me know what y'all think. Get exclusive content. Also get the content first, and we'll be starting our members live only real soon. So that way, some of these trolls that come on, they'll only be able to watch and they won't be able to comment. So for the people that want to comment and just become a member, man. Trust me, it'll be worth it. And I appreciate the support as well. Real rap. But I'm gonna be check the link, guys. Let me know if the link is good now. Okay. Smash that like button for me as well. I appreciate you. Now, I'm gonna be getting the opening up the call-ins right now. I'm gonna restart the app. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Try it again. Try it again. I'm gonna get the call-ins right now. Okay. Sorry about that, guys, as well. Okay. Appreciate y'all in the chat as well. Smash that like button and also subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Claymore Rain. Getting you in right now, my guy. Anybody that wants to join, press the join, call in if you want to call in, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. First caller right here, Claremore Rain. Claremore Rain, first caller. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Claremore, what's going on, man?
What's going on, family?
How you doing, brother?
Good. Good to see you in good health and good spirits. You know what I mean?
You as well, man. You got the shine on you.
Hey, man, you know, it is what it is. What we talking about? We talking about this Conor. I'm about to say Conor McGregor.
Yo, I said it 2 or 3 times in the chat. I don't know if you peeped it.
No, I didn't. I just got in. But it's hard to separate them.
Yo, my chat checked me real quick.
Yeah, like get your IQ right, bro.
Yo, for real.
Yo, they gonna keep you on point, man. That's for sure. You ain't gonna never slip in this chat.
That's a fact.
Keep you on point.
I get more educated every day.
For sure, man.
So, we got Low Nose Boxing also in the call lines as well.
That's my guy.
Let's talk boxing, ladies and gentlemen. All right. What's cracking, Low?
Chilling, man. Getting ready to go to work. Went to the gym earlier, got a good workout in. Ate a healthy little breakfast / lunch. I'm going to go to work in about maybe 25-30 minutes.
Nice.
My boy Greg Hackett, man. Let me tell you something about Greg Hackett. I went to his gym, right? I went to Greg Hackett's gym a few months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went there because I was looking to see if I could run into Bo Tennis. I want to interview him. This is when he was training for the last fight that he had. So when I got there, mind you, I was under the impression that Boots trains at that gym, which is called Philly Boxing 101. That's Greg Hackett's. That's his former gym because he got a different gym now. So when I got there, Greg was telling me that Boots and them train at a different gym. So then I told Greg, I work out in here though before I go over there, but they didn't have a shower or that, so I didn't want to just roam around the city all musty and all that. So I didn't get a chance to work out. So I left the gym, and my older friend that he was holding the camera, taking a picture of me in front of the gym. He told me, "Yo, Dave, there's a dog in back. Don't look back. Just keep walking towards the car, right?" This is what I was talking about in the chat, man. You heard? So I'm walking towards the car, and he's telling me there's a huge pit bull right in back of you. So I'm like, yo, how close is it? It was right on me. I was hearing the chain move and everything. Make a long story short, through the grace of God, I got to the car safe. Everything was all good. So when I got in the car and I turned around to see the dog, dog, this pit bull was the size of a dinosaur, man.
Nice story upon a pit bull. I love it. Back.
Yeah, man. I told Greg, bro, you gotta lock them dogs up if I go out there, man. They were just roaming around loose like nothing.
They were taking care of business. They see somebody that didn't belong there. They pulled up.
Yeah, don't want to test my energy, man.
They wanted to test your energy. And right now I'm trying to test your energy. So let's get into this topic right here. What you think about everybody wanting the Conor Benn smoke? I'm talking about Bill Haney wants the Conor Benn smoke. Gervonta Davis wants the Conor Benn smoke. Why do you believe everybody wants the Conor Benn smoke?
First of all, I didn't see the Conor Benn fight because I was out that night, but I heard he did not look good. And they look at Conor Benn sort of like a Regis Prograis, the way that Regis Prograis looked prior to the Devin Haney fight, which he wasn't impressive. And on top of that, Conor Benn does present a hefty payday. He's from the UK. He's the son of a legend. And he's a fighter that I think Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis could beat. Now, do I think those fights are going to happen? Maybe Devin Haney would. I don't know about the Gervonta fight because he's always doing stuff between other fighters. And it doesn't manifest different sides of the fence. But I think Devin Haney and Conor Benn can happen, being that they both with the zone. And if it happens, I see Devin Haney outboxing. Gervonta fights him. I see Gervonta outboxing him and possibly stopping him late.
Hey, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got over 209 people on the live. Let's get 200 likes, guys. Let's get 200 likes. All right. We got Sportsbook Go in the building as well. What's going on? What's going on? Listen, I want to get Claremore Reigns, his perspective on this situation before you go real quick. So, Rain, talk to me, my guy. Everybody wants the Conor Benn smoke, bro. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Listen, man, I don't know why everybody wants it. I'd have to go a little bit with what Lowe's saying as far as the payday is concerned. I guess there is a little bit of a payday being in. He brings a country behind him. He's a popular fighter out in England. I think more importantly, everything that's happening right now for Gervonta. Are you there?
Yep. You good money.
Everything that's happening as far as Gervonta and Conor Benn is concerned, it's just building more of a story behind, because we know that Gervonta's calling out Conor Benn is connected to the Devin Haney relationship, right? There's this tension that's building up between them, and it seems like the only way this is going to get handled is if these guys start making some arrangements to handle. They're in the perfect sport to have a problem with somebody and get their business squared away. All this Twitter talking and Twitter, all this nonsense, chatty patty, 2024 nonsense that's going on, it's not helping boxing. If you're going to entertain getting at Conor, listen, I'm willing to accept that he's joking. That's what I'm going to say. Gervonta's joking. He's not serious. He's not going to go up there to fight Conor Benn. That's what I'm going to go with. But why play the games? Clearly you're interested. You're clout chasing when you do stuff like this and you don't back it up with a fight. Your team is not on the same page with you. Coach Kenny's like, y'all, nah, he's just playing. Well, why y'all playing? Play for what? You know what I mean? At some point, it's just going to make you look bad. At some point, it's just going to come off as a bunch of cap, and then your credibility is going to go to a place where people going to stop listening to you. Because you get on your Twitter, you get bored, you're sitting in your house, you can't even leave Baltimore, supposedly go jump rope, but you're going to go coordinate a fight in England. Or you're going to go coordinate a fight somewhere. I don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the gist of it at the end of the day. Gervonta, Tank Davis, Devin Haney, I'm trying to get over it. I'm trying to say these guys ain't going to fight. But when you see stuff like this happen, just like, what's the point? What's really going on here?
I ain't trying to say no more because I ain't trying to be viral on the wrong side.
Mill, I'm going to tell you straight up. If you say something right now, I'm going to stop you. I'm not even going to let you go, hey, Mill, chill. You don't do this. You're a journalist. Sit back and let the information
I need y'all. That's what I'm trying to say. Yo, I need my members to turn up. I really need y'all to turn low. When I have Bill Haney on here, look where he went. He went ghost.
Yeah, I mean, look, man,
I'm just kidding, Lo. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, look, it's Bill Haney's job to promote his fighters. Bill Haney's job to protect his interests. It's your job to give the news. And I think in that situation, you just put your guard down a little bit. You know what I mean? And you should have just been a little bit more guarded, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But Bill wasn't wrong, in my opinion, because Bill's doing what he got to do, is just take his shot and get some headlines. Yeah, a couple.
Well, Bill played a YouTuber on the YouTubers.
Right. You know what I mean? So he did what he did. He did what he's supposed to do, which is I'm gonna push my narrative, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? All fair and love and war. You know what I'm saying?
I call it love and war, baby. People like, yo, Mills, you ain't gonna get Bill Haney on ever again. I'm like, I bet you I will. I bet you this is how you turn up in this game. I bet you this is how you turn up. But this time around, ladies and gentlemen, Mill City is not going to be so nice.
Bill pushing fights, man, and you gotta love that. Bill pushing fights. Bill's good for boxing, bro.
Bill's awesome.
He's like a WWE manager heel, like Paul Heyman to Brock Lesnar. Bill Haney is good for boxing. I'm not a fan of the narratives he pushes, but I respect him. I met him before. He's not a bad dude. At the end of the day, he's just riding for his son. But he already knows how I carry it, because when I met Bill Haney, we was talking. We had good friendly banter. But as soon as I started talking that Shakur Stevenson talk, he balled his face up. He got kind of angry. He didn't like that. Because I was telling him that right there. I was telling him, yo, what's up? Because he was talking about nobody want to fight Devin. This was fresh. during that time when he was going through with Shakur.
Hold on 1 second. We got Lorenzo in the live. I want to get our sportsbook GOAT his thought on the situation so I can get him on real quick, and then that way you can continue, guys, because you guys are the members.
Word. Well, shoot, my only thing is, we'll see, man. At this point, every place that I go to, it seems like I'm the bad guy. So I don't know. It's just I just want to see the best fight the best. That's all. Conor Benn, go fight fucking Boots. Go fight somebody in your fucking division. How about that? How about you fight Manny Stanionis? Because I think Manny Stanionis beats him with a tough jab. Boots is gonna fucking sleep him, and I think that's a good fight. But I think Barrios may possibly get him too. But I don't really know what to say at this point. I've never seen. I don't know because when I give my opinion, maybe I'm too harsh, but it's just like, are you entertaining this shit or not? Because people say it's a joke, but this motherfucker is hitting up Eddie like, no, Eddie, what we gonna do? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If it was a joke, maybe he would be clowning like he did Devin. I'm seeing it look like this shit might be serious. And just from a stylistic standpoint, I think that Conor Benn is tailor-made for Gervonta Tank Davis. So
I think he's tailor-made for both Gervonta and Haney.
Facts. That's a fact.
It's just going to be a different outcome. With Tank, he's going to knock him out. With Haney, he's going to outbox him.
I'm going to keep it 100. If he called out Conor Benn, I'm trying to say it's a joke. Because I'm going to be very disappointed if it's not a joke. Because this whole entire time, there's been this narrative built around fights being cherry-picked. Styles.
Oh, choreographed. Oh, now we want to. Oh, I'm Bill. Mills the bad guy.
Right? But I tell you what, he's going to fight Conor Benn at 147. It's going to be hard to dispute these narratives. Yep, because he got fights.
No, let me tell you. Conor Benn, right? When he comes in, right? The style he has, he falls into the trap. What does Tank do? What does Tank do? He sets your ass 3 traps around you.
He leaves the cookies out like you Santa Claus, bro. He put the cookies right there, and as soon as you go grab the cookies,
And real rap towards the later rounds, he didn't like the punches that Dobson was giving him.
No, he gets lazy. He got tired. He gets tired and lazy. Shout out to my boy J-Hope tuning in. Shout out to you, J-Hope. I see you watching, man, my bro. Yeah, he gets lazy toward the end. He likes to go crazy. He's a very offensive fighter, and he's tailor-made for Gervonta. I know he is, and that would be a great fight. No defensive responsibility. Like he's throwing, and I'm not seeing him come up and protect.
Nope.
He's when he lunges, his chin, and my coach always told me this: your chin should never be in front of your fucking lead leg. Like this motherfucker is lunging. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Kind of like how Errol does a little bit. There you go. Now we talking. We talking. You know what I mean? You can't lunge. He's food out there for somebody like a Devin or Gervonta. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Even Josh Taylor are running with him and giving him some issues. He got a lot to work on. Theo would knock him out too. Yeah,
I was gonna say Teofimo would have. That is a fight that Teo would have fun in.
Yeah. Theo fights good against guys that come at him. And jamaine Ortiz is gonna be an interesting.
We're gonna get into that because you got a lot of fire to talk about that, and I love your energy, Lo. I love your energy. Sports book. Yeah. And then once, we'll turn it around. Bless you, brother. I thank you for tapping in. Make sure you guys become a member as well. It's pinned on up right there on the YouTube channel. We got another caller in here. Guys, keep the same energy. Low. It's fight week, baby. It's fight week, baby.
Can't wait. Let's see Teofimo's opportunity to kill the stigma that he's been labeled as a fighter. My people.
Lorenzo in the building, another member of Mill City Boxing. What's going on?
You already know, bro.
Listen, Pimpin'.
What's the word?
The word in the street is everybody want Conor Benn. Everybody. Todo el mundo.
Because they see it's easy pickings, bro.
Is it a cherry pick or is it just
1000% a cherry pick, man? This dude, I always said he's in the same category for me as Blair the Player.
Woo! Blair's coming on tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
you can see that fight happening. And
so,
Blair becoming triumphant.
So talk to me. So damn, a Blair the Flair and
but is he allowed to do this? Is Gervonta allowed to do this without any repercussions? Is he allowed to go fight Conor Benn? Hell nah, baby.
Listen.
Hell nah. And I don't even think coming to fruition. Right. Yeah, it's not even gonna come to fruition, man. I don't think that fight will come to fruition whatsoever. I think at the end of the day, I think it's all talk because you know what I'm saying? If Tank did move up to a different weight class and ducked everybody's fade, he would have to put himself in a retirement. He would end his career. He would end his own career. Yeah, he's not allowed to do this. That's why I say I choose to say he's playing. He's playing. He's trolling. He's having a good time on Twitter. He's sitting in his living room with his ankle socks on, and he got his girl cooking him some breakfast. And he looked and he saw something funny, and he was like, "Oh, let me play around." He tapped his phone. He's doing a rollie. He's doing a rollie. Yeah, he's learning from Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I noticed though about Tank and the Haneys is Bill got a whole media team, and Tank all gotta do is just press one button, bang.
Yeah.
And y'all go crazy.
But at some point, you just gotta be careful, man. Because listen, man. The boxing space is looking for Tank to do something special this year, man. They don't want to see what they've been
You know what's crazy too, though, is that he just beat Gervonta Davis too.
What?
Tank beat I mean, my bad. I said Tank beat Gervonta Davis. Woo! Ryan Garcia. Listen, he beat Ryan Garcia, and that was like a guy once upon a time. Now that's not a guy anymore. Now, or it's a guy when Haney fights him, I guess, or something.
No, it's not that. The truth of the matter is,
keep it 100.
Ryan's not him. What people thought Ryan was gonna be, he wasn't him. And on top of that, I'll be honest with you, him being weight drain supposedly with all these rehydration clauses and everything, it kind of throws an asterisk on it. God bless him. He took the fight, no excuses. He signed the contract. But it doesn't suffice. Tank got work to do this year. He's got work to do. We want to see him do the work. And if he doesn't do the work, it's going to look weird because there's no more Floyd to blame. There's no more Leonard Ellaby to blame.
Ooh. See, I like that. I like the energy.
It's on you this year. It's on you this year. If we don't see it this year, we're going to point the fingers at you.
Key word. We'll see what happens. The key word you said. If those names that you said are not on the picture, which I don't know because I always see them in the picture for some reason.
That part.
So I don't know what that's all about. So we could scream all this. You know, you don't got them to worry about no more. But I don't know why they still there.
Right there in the ring, hugging up. Floyd jeweled up right there in the ring.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but all I do know is right. He put on a show. I ain't gonna hold you. The boy put on a show.
No, he did do that, man. But this is a big year for Gervonta, man. I'm sorry. It's a big year. I'm watching. I don't even, and I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like how it started. I don't like how the year started.
I could throw a fastball. I could throw a fastball 20 times the same way, different people. Only some of them are gonna hit a home run. Not all of them. Some of them are gonna hit ground balls. Some of them are gonna hit pop flies. Not everybody could do what that man could do as well. So
fight more than that. That's what I'm saying. You can only fight 3 people to get.
Damn, Lo just went like this to me.
Because we're not playing, Mill. We're not playing. Answer the question. Listen.
Is he fighting Frank Martin or not, Mill?
I really do. I really like the Frank Martin fight because it will present something different that he hasn't seen. Being that the best guys, his contemporaries, are all slick fighters. From Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko, Teofimo, all those guys are slick. So Frank Martin will be a good fight for him. So even though I'm sure he spars with slick fighters in the gym, but in a fight he hasn't fought one yet. They all have the same style. That's what my favorite fighter fought every style. My favorite fighter fought Mexican style in Campa. He fought a tall southpaw mugger like Josh Taylor. He fought Matrix style Lomachenko. He fought a slick southpaw mover like Sandor Martin. Now he's gonna fight a 20-something-year-old young hungry lion. In the words of Bill Haney, Jamaine Ortiz is a bad motor scooter. And I'm gonna start doing for Teo what Bill Haney does for Devin. Teo's going in there with a chip on his shoulder to show that he's not some fighter that's just up and down. He had that great performance with Josh Taylor, and I believe that he's going to have a scintillating performance come the 8th against Jermaine Ortiz, who, once again, that's a bad dude right there. That's a bad dude.
I know one thing.
Mill, I'm going to jump back on. I'm going to jump back on like 2 minutes if that's cool.
Yeah. Come back on. That's fine.
Like 2 minutes, thanks.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel and also become a member. The link is in the chat. So I'll tell you, this fight with Jermaine Ortiz and Teofimo Lopez right now, the promotion is starting to crack up right now. It's been like a couple days that they've been promoting it.
Yeah. He's been doing the job promoting the fight. Don't they fight on the 8th? They fight on the 8th, right? Sunday.
They fight on the 8th. The 8th.
The 8th? Isn't it Thursday? That's Thursday. They're fighting on a Thursday. Yeah, they're doing what they did with Shakur Stevenson when he fought on the M1. Yeah. M1 day. So they're doing that now with Teo, but you know. What I was gonna say is that I do believe that I'm edging more towards Jermaine right now. Because in the very beginning I was rooting for Lopez. But I'm starting to feel when I hear his interview, I saw the blood, sweat, and tears. I don't think he's not mentally right now, man. I think he's reading pretty close and trying to respect quotes. He's trying to make people believe that he's there mentally. I don't think he's locked in, man. I don't think that this Massachusetts boy, man, I think he's up next.
You think he's faking it?
I think that
You think he's faking the
because
the confidence?
Yeah, he's not talking. He's just fucking trying to be Aristotle. He just keeps
Thursday, Mandalay Bay, baby.
Yeah, bro. Who are you? What are you, a fucking quote? Plato. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who are you? Fucking. But you know what? He always does this. You know, I noticed that since I started watching. Yeah, but you know when he does that, though. But you know when he does that, he's trying to reassure himself. You know what I'm saying? I think he knows this is his biggest task at hand.
Dion on the chat saying that he don't feel confident. He don't look confident. What y'all thinking?
Yeah, he said in that interview, he was like, when I heard that I'm fighting Jermaine Ortiz, he was like, I cried 4 days straight. Because he was like, it's a deal with the devil. That's what the words that came out of his mouth. So I really do. I think it's gonna be a war. That's me.
So what I like now that I got Lorenzo here, and thank you, Lorenzo, for tapping in on that Bill Haney interview as well. Richie Baby says Claremore loves Bill Haney. Sportsbook Goat does too. Listen. Right? What, like, in your eyes? Why you say Jermaine, Lorenzo? And then also great question to Bill as far as the part of being a part of Jermaine's camp when he feels like it, to be prepared for his son one time. I don't know if you remember the question.
No, yeah, I do.
So I posted it up yesterday. For the people that don't, haven't seen that, check that out. This is Lorenzo, the one that asked the question. Great question. So, what do you think about Jamaine Ortiz and why? Why you think he could pull the upset?
All right, so first and foremost, the reason why is because I'm gonna go with Teofimo's mental state. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I don't believe he's as financially comfortable as he would like to be. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why he's taking this risk. I think he's also staying in because he needs the finances. You know what I'm saying? Two, I do believe that based off of how he's articulated himself in previous fights, he has so much on his plate that he's trying to digest fatherhood. He's trying to continuously stay relevant to the fighters. The relationship with his father, you know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like it's obsolete right now, or if he's toned down his father's voice. And since he's lowered his father's voice, I mean, it could be a plus, but I could tell that there's a dynamic and a difference there. And then to give Jermaine credit, man, I feel like there's always a new era where boxers and some of them start to die off and new ones are born. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe that this right here is what will propel Jermaine Ortiz into that. The reason being is because he came off that harsh loss with Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that he is seeking a redemption there, and I do think that he has this built up animosity with Lopez from the amateurs. And I think he's really ready to prove himself. I feel like he has an old school. When I was watching him work, it felt like the old Massachusetts, like, gridiron work. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just had that spirit about him that like, damn, man, I got to get it out the mud. Like, I'm
trained with work boots on and
yeah. Like, really, really, really working, man. And in my when I'm diagnosing it, I'm just kind of looking at it aesthetically, and I'm just like, damn, bro, it looks like he's really in the trenches, man. He's really running them streets. You know what I'm saying? He's out there really doing his thing. He has that ambition. He has every physical attribute in order to beat Lopez. I feel like he's the perfect style to beat Lopez. I think he's may not be as fast, but I think he's more powerful. You feel me? I feel like he's just overall an athlete, man. I mean, I don't know them personally, so I can't say anything. And I do think that he's getting better sparring now that Bill is in association with him, which is gonna raise the level. You know what I'm saying? Because
I don't think I don't think they're sparring because Jermaine said that they're not sparring.
They're not sparring in their camp?
They're not sparring Devin.
No. I'm saying that Bill can make calls to call elite fighters to come in and train with him.
Oh yeah. Some Vegas stuff. I don't know if they're really that close, like the way it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all seen the interviews with both of them. It's just different, don't you think? Lo, you got scared of the debate?
No, I gotta leave right now.
Because Lorenzo was getting hungry.
I want to ask you a question.
Because Lorenzo didn't say, I'm not playing devil's advocate. This one, he really believed in this one. So,
I want to ask you a question, Lorenzo, before I leave. So, God willing, if Lopez handles his business and does what he has to do and wins this fight, are you going to give him full credit, or are you going to say, oh, he brought somebody up from 135? Because I see a lot of people are picking Jermaine, and I like that. I'd rather my favorite fighter beat guys that people believe has a chance rather than fight people and everybody's making bets like, oh, how many rounds he's going to win? Because that's what they did with Devin, all due respect. With Regis Prograis, everybody was taking bets. Regis going to win one round. They was even doing that with Lomachenko. So my guy fought Josh Taylor. Everybody thought that Tio would have lost, and he was going to get dropped from the record label, Top Rank promotional company, right? And then with Jermaine Ortiz, a lot of people were saying that Teofimo is distracted. People are giving Jermaine Ortiz a chance. So if Tio beats him and beats him the way that I believe he could, is he going to get the credit for it? I do believe wholeheartedly if Lopez becomes triumphant that he deserves the credit, and I don't know if they will give him the credit. I am a Lopez fan through and through. I always have been. I just don't see the eye of the tiger the way I do out of that boy coming from fucking Massachusetts right now. I think that this kid, man, I always tell my fighters, never be hungry. Always stay starving. You know what I'm saying? Because lions only hunt when they're starving because they know they have to make the kill. And I think Jermaine Ortiz knows that this is going to add equity to his career regardless. Win, lose, or draw, it's a benefit for him. But if he wins this fight, and when he becomes triumphant in this fight, what will happen is it will propel him into instant stardom. I'm talking about sponsorships by Michael Jordan. I mean, Gatorade commercials. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about on every Good Morning America, all these shows. And I think that this is what can be the breaking point for his story to elevate him into the next level. And then I think at that moment, everyone in the game is going to duck him. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he'll be able to have control of it. But I do think if Lopez does win this fight, this is his most equitable and his toughest fight.
I think I agree with. You know what it is? It's a toss up with Lomachenko and him. Like I feel like Loma really showed that towards the end of the fight that he figured out Teo, and obviously Teo, he did a great job in that 12th round to make sure he changed that output didn't change, right? But I definitely agree with Jermaine Ortiz being the next toughest guy. Um, and I know a lot of people don't give Teal his credit with that Lomachenko win because, people want to say, "Oh, Lomachenko's arm was hurt." There's always an excuse. It sucks. Boxing, I love this sport, but I be hating this sport as much as I be loving it sometimes. And yeah,
You feel like Ortiz lost to Lopez?
I thought Ortiz.
Oh, we talking about Ortiz
and the amateurs?
No, I just asked randomly. I interjected. He was talking about Lopez and Loma, but I just said, do you think Jermaine lost to Lopez?
To Loma, you mean?
Yeah.
Nah, I thought he beat Loma.
Yeah, I thought he beat Loma as well.
Yeah, I was at that fight. I thought he beat Loma, but it is what it is. That's some nation. They say, she say, but.
I thought Loma came on late, but I thought he had him.
We got Dion in the building. What's going on? From Cleveland, Ohio.
Hey, I appreciate you, boy. Hey, you plug me in. You know it's love. I gotta give you some salute. What's that? Hey, Lorenzo. I think that might be the best quote I ever heard in a long ass time. What? That hungry. You think about it. If you're hungry, bruh. Listen, I always tell my fighters, when you're hungry, you can still go to sleep. But when you're starving, man, I'm gonna go rob an old lady or somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull a lick. I promise you. So when I'm starving, bruh, I mean, my ribs is touching. You know what I'm saying? I'm just ain't got nothing. I gotta go get it. When I'm starving, everybody look like.
So you feel like Jermaine is starving, bro?
Yeah, I feel like he has that starvation. I feel like Lopez when he entered that little blood, sweat, and tears with it's the world takeover. I was just like, man, you sound real corny, bro. When you recite all these quotes, he's just, you know what I'm saying? He sounds comfortable. It's very, he feels like he's gonna win it because he has the experience and the element of surprise to fuck around and shock you in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, go ahead. He reminds me of an NBA player. They get to the league, they made it. Yeah. Them college players, they plan to get there. Yeah, and that's how I feel like Ortiz. I got Ortiz 8-4. Well, I can tell you this. You see how you say 8-4 right now? That's the bad part. I feel like if Lopez,
he needs an 8-4.
If he goes all 12 rounds, oh man, an 8-4 would take his career to ass.
No. I think real. I'm talking about real rap. Like he needed 8-4 to get the decision.
Yeah, because he's not gonna get the decision. Yeah, he's not gonna.
So for us that watch it and be like, not know some casual fans like, no, you're looking at it, you're scoring it, and you believe it's an 8-4. That's what he needs to win this fight.
And that's what I'm doing this fight. I'm actually scoring this fight. It's rare that I sit there and I score fights myself, but I'm definitely gonna.
We could do it on live. Yeah,
I'm gonna score it to the best of my ability, no bias. The reason why I'm saying that Ortiz is going to win. If anyone heard me last week, I said, man, when Lopez is dancing, he typically wins. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw the way he was articulating himself, that's what made me say, you know what? Damn, Ortiz, like, I don't know, bro. This dude, don't know, the way he's dressed, the way he's working out, the way he's running. I'm just kind of like, damn, bro. It gave me that sensation of that Rocky feel. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn, bro, like he really getting it out the mud. Like I was like, shit, bro. So that's why it had nothing to do with their performance. It did with the performance of the workout, but nothing that Teofimo Lopez is lacking. I just feel that Jermaine Ortiz does have that push of like he wants it more, and I think that this is the first time in a while that we're gonna see Lopez on his pockets.
I just hold on 1 second, Dion. Let me get my man Sportsbook Go his thoughts on it because I got Claremore back on here as well. So Sportsbook, your thoughts on the fight, bro?
Oh man, that's a banger. Stylistically wise, Jermaine Ortiz, if he stays calm, he can definitely get Teo some troubles. He got good boxing IQ. I like the way that he uses feint game. The thing is, I think that Teo just is like, it's like Ortiz is a piece of fried chicken, but Teo is like a piece of fried chicken with hot sauce on it, and it just came out the fryer. What I'm saying is he got more. I think he has more in his toolbox. Like if you ask Lopez to switch an angle and throw a shot and be defensive, I think that he can do that better than Jermaine Ortiz. I think that he makes better adjustments. His thing is, yeah, we know about his mental, but me personally, I'm gonna go the other way. I think he's more. A lot of people like not be focused, or it may be a lack of. I think that he understands that if he loses this fight, this can hurt him a lot. And then a lot of times when you lose once, it helps you. A lot of people think a loss can hurt you, but I think that loss actually helped Teo to realize, like, oh shit, like I need to take this shit serious. Now, once again, we can go off of what they're saying and all this, but what I see in the ring, I think that he's gonna be able to bite down. I think that he has shown in the championship rounds that he can bite down and get the job done, and I just think he's gonna do that against Jermaine Ortiz. That's just my opinion. All right, real quick, I feel like if Lopez lost, then that would lead directly to a Devin Haney fight. Just FYI. I think it will lead directly to a Devin Haney fight. But yeah, if you
Sportsbook, thank you for your thoughts, brother. Yo, stay tuned. Got my man Claremore Rain coming in.
Yeah, I think that it would lead to a Devin Haney fight because I think that if he loses, a lot of people will start calling his name. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will start wanting to fight him, and I don't think that I feel like Lopez and Jermaine Ortiz are what you call like twins, doppelgangers. I feel like they're damn near the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like there's moments where I look at them and I'm confused on who the hell I'm looking at because they physically they look the same. You know what I'm saying? Athletically, the way they fight, and I just feel like Jermaine can pick his lock. Yeah.
Claremore Rain.
Yes, sir.
This Thursday, Mandalay Bay. Jermaine Ortiz.
Big fight.
Teofimo Lopez.
Big free fight. ESPN, big free fight. Not $80 pay-per-view for a catchweight fight. No shots thrown.
Boom.
At the end of the day, I gotta agree with my man down here. I don't know what your name is with the San Padre hat. I think that's what it is, or Sanda SD. I don't know.
That's Lorenzo, one of the members of Mill City, baby.
No doubt. No, I've seen him talk plenty of times. My dude is thorough. I agree with you, man. I believe that the intangibles are gonna play a part in this fight on Thursday. And what's the intangibles? Who wants it more? Jermaine Ortiz is not playing games. This man is a devout Muslim. He's got a daughter. He knows what he's here for. He knows how important this opportunity is. He understands what's at stakes. He don't have nothing else on his mind but this fight. He don't care about no takeover, no taking the game over, no funny stories. He got no funny little lines to say. That's Teo. Teo needs to be focused, and all of this talking that he's doing, all of this amping himself, saying that he's the greatest, you know what it says to me? He's still trying to convince himself he's that guy. He's not there yet. He doesn't believe his own story yet, and he's amping himself up. Jermaine Ortiz is not suffering from that same issue. It is about to be, on Thursday night, the first time Jermaine Ortiz is able to make Teofimo question himself, it's going to be down heal. He will not be able to recover from it. He doesn't have the proper support in his corner to get him out of those holes, to get him out of those tough situations. When that heart needs to come out, he don't got that voice in the corner that he trusts. He doesn't trust his father. His father hasn't given him any reason to trust him. He's already sent him out there to die before when he was fighting against
what?
telling him to knock him out. He does not believe.
Get out of here!
You're talking to a man that is on his own. And when it gets hard, and I believe Jamaine Ortiz can make it hard. I believe he can make it hard. Pause. I definitely believe he can. And I think that's going to be a big factor in the fight on Thursday, without a doubt.
What? Get out of here. That's Teofimo's voice, Senior. That's Senior's voice.
You might as well just end this live. He said it all. There's nothing else to talk about. He did, bro. Hey, can I add something?
Absolutely.
The live is over, man. Get your ass off. It's over now.
Nah, finishing statements, ladies and gentlemen.
What Sportsbook said, I'm gonna go in a different way. He said sometimes a loss helps. It do, but it didn't help Lopez. He instantly started second guessing himself. That's not gonna help nobody. So when you second guess yourself, it's over. And like I can't even rebuttal what he said. Everything he said, I agree. He got too much to look for. I talk too much. I gotta stand on that shit. People gonna laugh at me. People gonna say this. People gonna say that. XYZ. Ortiz, he ain't got nothing to worry about. But go in there, whoop his ass, come out victorious. On to the next one. If I may interject with what my man said right here, Claremore Rain, right? Claremore Rain? Yes, sir. He said that his dad left him out to dry, and he did several times. I mean, you can hear it in interviews. He has that Kenny Porter syndrome. But what I can say is this, is that I believe that Jamaine Ortiz does have the right team with him, and it's not because of just the intellect. It's because of the coaching staff and his group starvation to also get notoriety that they are equitable coaches. When you are trying to get as a coach like myself, man, I watch film obsessively. I do what I have to do because I have a starvation because I'm not the Bill Haney yet, right? I'm not the Capetillos. I'm not the Eddie Reynosos yet. So I have to work so much harder to prove myself. And I think his entire camp, everybody that's around him is working for it. And when you have a coach that's studying every step, every nuance, looking at your Instagram to see what you wore that day, what is his shoe game like? You know what I'm saying? What's his relationship like? How many times is he taking his shit? That's what coaches that are starving do. I mean, I'm being for real. You diagnose everything. So when you have
2 times a day.
Yeah, 2 times a day. 2 times a day. When you have a coach that does that when you have a camp, I don't think that Lopez's dad and his camp is doing that anymore. You feel me? Like he said, they've reached the stardom level, and I think that the lackadaisical, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Jamaine Ortiz is going to become triumphant.
I'm going to be real with you. When it comes down to mind games in this situation or where these minds are at coming into this fight, I can't tell you. But what I can say is that reaching out to the Lopez team, they're very, very focused. Like, I know they're posting a lot of things, but they're doing a lot of time in the gym. With Jamaine Ortiz, you never need to worry about that. Now he knows where, that space that he needs to fill. Hopefully, February 8th, we really get ourselves a real showdown, back and forth type of a fight, and hopefully it's good for a rematch.
Rematch?
Why not? Do you need, you know why? Because if it's that good, that means you need conclusion.
I feel like if Lopez loses this, man, respectfully, all well to mental health, I feel like if he loses this, we're gonna have to put him on suicide watch.
Or if we get a knockout, we're all satisfied.
Right. I think Lopez will push for the rematch if he loses because I think he didn't get his redemption with Cambosis. I don't think he'll let this redemption go by. I think he would try to get a rematch back, and I think Jamaine Ortiz would be game for it. I can see a rematch. But listen, at the same time, I can see Lopez winning as well. On paper, on paper, this man should win this fight, in my opinion. Paper, he should. What I mean? Every viewer needs to understand that Lopez should win this fight. We are talking about from the standpoint of the starvation, the work ethic, and just the overall...
And the ability, the ability as well.
That's what we're talking about. We're not saying that Lopez is not not going to perform. He can't perform. We're just seeing it from the rich history boxing standpoint. You know what I'm saying? The man that's getting it out the mud, and that's what he's doing. So just for the viewers, I don't want y'all to think that like, oh, they're not sensible. Like, no, we're logical, but at the same time, we got to give you the other side of the fence. You know what I'm saying?
The story counts, man.
Yeah,
I know people don't like to, but the story makes a difference. The grit, you know what I mean? The root, the foundation of it all makes a difference. And especially in a fight like this, when you're dealing with somebody like a Teofimo Lopez, who has shown some weaknesses in his mental in his mental strength. He's shown a chink in the armor and shows that he's got it all when it comes to the skills. But if he has any weaknesses at all, it's going to be his confidence. It looks like he's easily wavered, and I'm not sure. It's probably connecting all the dots. His baby. I don't want to bring up personal people's lives, but you know, as far as his baby mother, his father, you know what I mean. Just overall, look, the loss of Cambosis. You know what I mean. The excuses he had to supposedly make on why he lost, and people not believing him. All these things come full circle. How much he thinks he's valued or undervalued. He thinks he's worth so much more money than he's getting. He has a lot on his shoulder, and he wears his emotions on his sleeves. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, but we're not going to know. But I can tell you, with a fighter like Jamaine Ortiz, it will be tested. I believe that. It will be tested, and the question is whether or not he's going to come back from that test, you know, with all hearts, all spades. You know what I mean?
So when it's all said and done, Lopez should win. We're looking at Jamaine Ortiz as the possible upset, you know what I'm saying, based off of the story and everything that he's coming from. Also, I think that this will be one of Lopez's most difficult fights, to my opinion. I think that whether Jermaine loses or he wins, he still propels himself into stardom, you know what I'm saying, because he's going to have
two losses to two great guys.
And then a Loma, you know what I'm saying? That's like, damn. And all it's going to do is propel him up. But I do think that if Lopez loses this fight, just a side note, I want to say it here first, is that if Lopez, hypothetically speaking, loses this fight and he has to go in a rematch, he's going to leave his father and he's going to get himself a new coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to get himself a new coach because I don't think that I think his dad has peaked him, gave him all the knowledge that he could. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like he needs a new camp. He needs to get back to ground zero. You know what I'm saying? He needs to start all over again.
100%, I agree with you. I think it's like a girl. It's like that. The woman and the guy. Once the woman doesn't believe the guy anymore, the relationship is done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't care how much love is there, but it's like once she's gotten to that point where it's like, I just don't believe in you no more. She's gonna find a way out. The first excuse, the first opportunity that she can find a way out, she's gonna find a way out of there. And I think Teofimo's right there with his father, and I think it's gonna be tested when there's questions that need to be answered. When Teo goes back to that corner and Jermaine has that great round, what his father says to him in that moment is going to make the biggest difference. What is he going to tell him?
You know what the
do he fire his pops or do his pops quit?
Both can happen. His father may see the writing on the wall and may try to.
I know Teo's running shit right now, though. I know that for a fact.
But I'm saying, like sometimes, like Kenny Porter. Kenny Porter was kind of pushing like, my son ain't got it no more. I might not be able to continue to stand by it.
So you feel like Kenny Porter failed his son? You feel like he quit on his son?
Like mentally, like disengaged.
Mentally, like the whole thing, like Lorenzo was saying, like sometimes you peak and it's over with. And I think his pop probably at the same point where he like. Teo, your mental, like he know his son. He know his son is not mentally there. Son, we can't do this no more.
We didn't say, but I said on the other live when I was talking to Mill was another thing that's going to work against Lopez is that damn scar tissue.
Yeah, we talked about that as well. Yep.
Yeah, we did. That you guys talked about it already?
Nah, but we've talked about it in other segments.
Yeah, we did. That's swelling. If I were to tell Jermaine Ortiz to do something, it's just stay on that jab, keep picking away. Don't even worry about trying to knock him out.
Try to just keep aiming for his eyebrow.
Keep aiming for an eyebrow, cut him open, you feel me? Stay on it. When you're on the inside, get a little rough with him, you know what I'm saying? Because that scar tissue could work against Lopez as well. That's another reason why I'm leaning towards Ortiz.
And shit stuff like that plays with your mental. I don't think boxing is a lot mental.
Yeah.
And Lopez shows the last 2 fights that his mental beat him. He might win, but it beats him. The mental part, he
not the last one.
No, the last one, he still was like,
nah.
But the point is,
it couldn't have got any better for him in the last one.
That's what I'm saying. So if he see his eye bleeding, if he see this and that, I don't think
I've seen Teo messed up and actually act correct, like with his eyes all busted up. He's one of the very few. There's not a lot of the younger fighters that get busted up. Let's be honest.
Like, I feel like when he's inside the ring, he is such a knowledgeable, methodical fighter, bro.
Absolutely.
It's so nasty, bro. Like, Lopez is so nasty. Like, the reason why I said it earlier, and I wasn't playing when I said this, and just hear me out real quick, is that I said if he loses this, you'll have to make sure that you have to be vigilant for him, because you might have to put him on suicide watch, because he is the smartest person I've seen in the ring. Where listen to what I'm saying, though. I'm not saying that to, like, speak negatively on him. What I'm saying is that his emotions and his mentality, he is such a brilliant person when he's in that ring. He knows how to diagnose a fighter. Yeah. He knows when to pull back. He knows how to adjust the timing. He knows how to pick a lock. He knows, like, damn, I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? My right hand's broken. Damn, my shoulder hurt. My rib hurt. And he'll adjust his style. But when he gets back to that corner, if they can't sit there and NASCAR him the right way, they can't change them tires, refuel him, you know what I'm saying, the right way, they can't speak life to him the right way, then he's going to go back into that fight and he's going to lose. So I think that these are the points that are going to lead me to Ortiz. One is, on the corner. You know what I'm saying? If his dad's speaking aggressive to him, tell him, you know what the fuck to do. We're knock him the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of giving him ethical stuff, like work your levels. You know what I'm saying? Fight a little bit more on your back foot. You know what I'm saying? Worry about his timing. You know, if he's not giving him ethical things, tell him to cut off the ring properly, or whatever it may be. If he's not speaking life to him, he's gonna lose a round. Lorenzo, let me ask you this: he wins. He fight. Damn. He wins. His next fight is even bigger. Do he stay with the same team? I think that because he's comfortable and he can't identify his true worth and where he could go, if he doesn't go get a seasoned vet like a Sugar Hill or someone like that, I think someone that could be good for him could be a Sugar Hill, or it could be like a Virgil Hunter or someone that's more seasoned that can keep his spirit a little calmer. You know what I'm saying? And teach him the season. So I think that because he doesn't know his worth, he stays. You know what I'm saying? Because people stay in toxic relationships until they identify that they're worthy of departing from that relationship. You feel me? It's a very battered relationship, and he thinks, oh, that's my dad, it's my blood. And his dad, I do believe, from the outside perspective, is if he leaves, his dad's probably gonna try to disown him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you fucking left me. Since you wanna fucking leave me, then you can fucking go. Since you didn't fucking know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you see it. Just the way you said, Lorenzo, it's almost like I can hear and see him speaking that way. It really does look like he has toxic. It looks like him and his father has toxic moments. It looks like Teo does have a hard time, like, transitioning into, like, that man and getting that respect from his father, and he's fighting for it now. I see him on different videos push back in his own way, like you know what I mean, like check him, and I don't know how the father feels about it. I feel like this is what he feels like. You wouldn't fucking be here if it wasn't for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck got you here?
Yeah, I see that type of vibe too.
Yeah, bro. That's like your brother. Yeah, bro. I can hear it. I can hear it, bro. I can hear him saying all that. I can hear him saying all that, man. Fact. Yeah, he would do anything. He'll tell him I feel like his father has. I feel like Lopez doesn't do better because he's never seen better, and his father didn't do better because he didn't see better. You feel me? And yeah, man. I think we all know that it's just the mentality of that kid. You know what I'm saying? But Lopez. It's sad that we even have to have this conversation because Lopez has every tangibility to become one of the best to ever do it. He is one of the people that, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna just keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? He is one of the non-African American fighters where you can't even tell the difference between the ethnicity. Athletic.
Also, like he said, because he said it, he's like, I fight like a black fighter. He said that.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, you can't even, like, sometimes when you look at Lopez, all you see is a brother. You know what I'm saying?
He's nice.
Like,
there's some people that are good, and there's some people that are nice.
I co-sign that for sure.
Does that make sense?
No, yeah, 100.
I co-sign it. I see it.
Yeah, because it isn't
athleticism.
It ain't like he's from his country. It ain't like he has a Mexican style, Puerto Rican, nothing. He just athletically gifted. You know what I'm saying? And just his physique, everything, bruh. I just think that, you know what I'm saying, it's a sad story at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll never.
The story ain't done yet, Lorenzo. Come on, B.
He's not gonna go down as one of the greatest to ever do it. That's what I'm trying
Lorenzo
to say.
like that uncle that he can see what's happening before it happens type shit.
I think what he's
They're like, Theo, I know you're looking out, Paró.
I think he's speaking on a trajectory right now. I mean, like,
yeah,
if he's able to change that trajectory, it'll be a different conversation. But I just don't think he sees. I think what we're talking about right now is the relationship. Does he get there with his father? Does he get to the greatest, one of the best to ever do it with his father? It's, you know what I mean.
But he's doing it now.
Okay, Mill. I'm gonna ask you a question, Mill.
I'm
gonna ask you a question, and this is pertaining to boxing and life and the mental state of every viewer that's watching this. If a tree does not bear fruit, is it the tree's fault or is it the soil?
I would have to say the soil.
Yeah, it's always the soil.
So his foundation, the reason why, and this jogged something for me. I'm a firm believer of Jesus Christ through and through, okay?
Amen.
If I were to identify as something really quick, I would identify, quote unquote, as a Christian, right? But I can tell you this much. Even us Christians are not as disciplined as Muslims, bro. So
they're disciplined.
I feel like Jamaine Ortiz,
yeah, that's why I brought it up.
because of his faith, is also going to be very disciplined. And I don't think that Lopez is going to be as disciplined. And those little nuances make a difference when you're going to fight for your life. You get what I'm saying?
Listen, talk to him. Talk to him.
So
it's the truth, because when it gets hard, Jamaine Ortiz has the foundation and the background to come back. He will not give up. He will be in the fight even when he's losing. I don't know if Teofimo is going to.
So I love about my boy.
I don't know.
Emotional. He's too emotional for this fight.
Any man that knows the camera's there, he knew the camera was there when he said, "Do I even got it anymore, man?" Boom. He's looking for affirmation, bro. He's looking for a woman. He's a baddie that just, you know what I'm saying, that just gets used, gets knocked up, and has like 3-4 kids by a couple different baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is, man.
So when I hate this word that they put into boxing, upset. Would this really be an upset? I don't think it's an upset.
On paper.
I think it is.
On paper, it is.
I don't think so.
Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be?
I don't think for hardcore boxing fans, it's an upset, but I think the world sees Teofimo as the guy who's supposed to win this fight. This is Teofimo's show. Teofimo's the one who put the opportunity.
Because we're categorizing Teo as one of the greatest of this time. Right. Am I right? Or am I wrong? Look at the stuff he's doing.
I think Teo's the best.
So if he is that guy. If he is that guy on paper, it got to be an upset, because
I add the loss.
Ortiz never fought for a title.
I add the mental part to everything today, not yesterday. I add that shit for today, not yesterday. A lot of people always think of yesterday. I think of today and tomorrow. Like who Teo is today and tomorrow, erase what he was.
That's it. It's only an upset if it's on pay-per-view. If it's a free fight, it ain't no upset.
Well, because, there you have it.
But before I get off this live, I know we've been doing this Jamaine Ortiz and this Lopez thing. I really want to ask you guys this before I go. Who else is with me that Keith Thurman gonna win this fight?
Can I answer? Or
yeah.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna say like this. I don't know if he's gonna win this fight. I think he can win this fight. I think PBC's playing a very scary game with this fight being the way it's set up. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Keith Thurman mess around and beat Tim Tszyu. That WBO championship is gonna look crazy around that man's waist.
Facts.
It's gonna be hard to push him in. Listen, it's gonna look wicked crazy.
Whoa, wait a minute. It's not for the title. It's not for the title.
I know.
But Keith, you know what I like about Keith? He's showing all these people that, yo, listen, it's not about the title. It's about who you fight.
Yeah. I think karma is crazy. I think the universe works in mysterious ways.
Well, guys, that's the end of the live, man. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this segment. Become a member. The link is in the comment. Shout out to Jackie for the $10. Appreciate you for throwing some of those donations this way, and I appreciate everyone that has thrown donations this way as well. Once again, become a member. You get the content first. You could be able to go and call in. You can be able to get the members live that we're going to be doing real soon. So definitely check that out, and then you're going to get exclusive interviews. So remember, I told you guys this earlier, man. Becoming a member is going to be beneficial later on because you guys going to be like, "Oh, I missed this interview. I missed this interview." Well, here you go, guys. Also, we're going to be having live boxing podcast content just like this one, getting the people's views. And once again, guys, I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for smashing the like button and subscribing to the channel as well. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And for the ones that have, I appreciate y'all. Okay. Once again, this is Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. Before you guys leave, make sure you guys smash that like button. We're almost at 200 likes, so I definitely appreciate y'all. And once again, we'll be back on a little bit later doing another interview, and stay tuned. I got something real smooth for y'all.